It's a district showdown tonight as the Dogs take on the War Eagles of Wakulla. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwannee County area for 77 years.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com. No worries, that was just a shed.
It's time for Coach's Corner, a pregame interview with Suwannee High head football coach Kyler Hall. Brought to you by Bean Painting, serving the community for over 30 years. Licensed and insured, family-owned and operated. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's being painted.
And good evening, everybody. It's Suwannee High Bulldog football on the air here at rivercountrysports.com. It's a Thursday night, and tonight we're at Wakulla taking on the Wakulla War Eagles, a game that was scheduled and then postponed because of a hurricane. It was then scheduled and then postponed because of a different hurricane that didn't really affect us, but the FHSAA jumped in and said, hey, we're going to give you an extra week in the season. And we said, why didn't you just do that in the first place? Anyway, the game is here. I'm Wayne Luttrell. This is Coach Kyler Hall, head coach of the Suwannee Bulldogs. And, Coach, we're in Wakulla. Big game tonight. Forget about the circumstances.
Yeah.
Let's go to battle.
Yeah, always a big game when we, tied up with Wakulla. Really become, one of our biggest rival games. Last year went down to the last second.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2 years ago, we beat them over there for the district championship. We played them back in 2020 here. So always battles, going back, many, many years. So it's going to be the same thing tonight. And as we've talked many times this year, every game that we've played in has been a battle. It's been back and forth. And fortunately, these last three games, we've been able to come out on top and find ways to win. But our kids have seen it all this year. They've been through injuries. They've been through, game changes. They've seen quite a bit. So I really believe they're prepared for the moment. We want to finish out the regular season on a high note and get ourselves in the best position possible for the playoffs.
We'll talk more about those War Eagles coming up in the second half of Coach's Corner. But first things first, let's brag a little bit. Last Friday night, big win over Childs High School, one of the most exciting games that I've been a part of in a few years. I mean, that thing came down to the wire, and it was just fun to be a part of that and just to watch that game. And I know you feel blessed to come away with a 25-24 victory.
For sure. Again, I believe for the big picture and moving forward and hopefully into the playoffs, we needed to be able to play in a game like that, win a game like that, when everything looked like it was going against us. We were flat in the third quarter. They were kind of controlling the ball, and we just had nothing going. And then we had a spark, and it changed the whole demeanor. And then we just found ways to win at the end. I mean, it was a gutsy performance by our kids, and just big plays that, we put the trust in our kids to get it done. They did it. They were ready for that moment. So, again, that confidence just continues to grow. But that was a heck of a way to win on senior night. That's always a big night for our kids. And, again, it set us up, moving forward for the playoffs and just to continue to play well as we move into the night. But very proud of the effort last week.
And if you go back and look at that game, I mean, we start off with the football, and it looks like we're moving a little bit, and then we cough it up.
Yeah.
And MJ, kind of a rare event, but
Yeah.
he gives the football up. They come down the field and score and go up 7-0, but we don't fold. We come right back.
Yeah, so back-to-back weeks, we don't have the ideal start, and we give up the lead early, but then we respond right away. So I think that shows, a good amount of what this group is made of and what we've developed into. And even MJ, you turn the ball over early, and then you respond to make a big play later. But we want to let's get rid of those sloppy starts, whether it's special teams, offense, defense. We do want to move past that, but you love to see the response. That just shows, I think, a maturity and a calmness when that adversity starts to hit now, opposed to what we were seeing at the beginning of the year when it hit. We kind of let it snowball a little bit and get out of control. So
kind of the ebbs and flows of the game. There were highs, there were lows. We're tied up at 14, and we're about to go into the half. But I thought we were going to get 3 on the scoreboard and take that lead. What happened there right before the half where we didn't get that field goal try?
So there's 7 seconds on the clock, which that's a long time. I mean, that's 7 seconds when just looking at the play. And it was a quick play, too. It was going to be a shot. The coverage was good, so we didn't get the throw that we wanted. So, we get rid of the ball. I look at the clock, and there's still 1.7 to 2, right at 2 seconds left, and then it keeps running, and they just run the clock out. So we should have had more time to get another one there, But when that happens, now you look at, well, you should have taken the field goal,
right?
But 7 seconds. Again, I think we got gypped a little bit there, but either way,
I agree.
Yeah,
but I would have taken the kick at 7 seconds.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
just thinking. But I know what you're thinking. My question becomes, why can't you go to the referee and say, hey, can you put a second back on the clock?
Oh, I
Because
did.
That's what he should have done.
I did. I went to all of them,
Yeah.
and they just looked at me, and they just we went on to half. So that was an aggravating way to end it there, especially with how we drove down the field.
Yeah.
But fortunately, it's one of those things that didn't come back to get us. But if we are in that situation again, seeing how the clock decided to just run off there at the end, we'll probably take the field goal there.
Yeah,
because we were in range. But
right.
we figured we had time to take one shot to the end zone, and we liked the matchup and the call that was there. But
and we did have the time if we had a good clock operator
for sure,
stop
yes,
what he should have.
daggone clock operator. But that's what you get sometimes.
Anyway, we get to the second half. We're tied at 14, and Childs comes right down the field and scores. And again, you can just fold up shop at that time, but we kept battling. Even after we were unsuccessful in that next drive and had to punt it away, we come up with a stop, and then we ended up getting points as we go forward. But the play of the game there in the second half, and maybe the play of the season, I've got to talk about and brag about our punter, A.J. Hitt.
For sure. Play of the season.
Play of the season.
Not even close.
He gets the snap. The rush is on. I thought he's about to get creamed, and somehow he avoids that and takes off and picks up a first down.
You and me both. So I'm watching it. It's like it's in slow motion, and I don't think any words came out. There was a lot of words up here in the noggin that were going like, man, what in the heck is going on?
No,
yes, all of that. So I'm watching, and then okay, he's going to kick it. Oh no, he's going to run it. And then I'm looking for the sticks, which, they're on the other side. So I'm like, where's the first down? He gets it. Then we get the late hit on top of it.
Yeah.
And that sparked a change.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was the game changer right there, because had he just got tackled there, I mean, we're on the 15. And so that would have set them up with great field position. But that was the play that we had to have. And we talked about it going into the game. There was going to be moments, and it could be you. You never know. You got to be ready when it shows up. And he was ready. And that, again, that was the play of the year, because, one, we needed this win. And we just needed a little bit of spark there because we were so flat there in the third quarter. But heck of a play by it.
It was a great play. And then we go down the field, and he gets the field goal, which we just got the momentum back is what it felt. And the defense stepped up after that and really played lights out.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the winning points. First of all, the double pass.
Yep.
Which was a thing of beauty. Coy still got that gun.
Oh, yeah.
And threw a beautiful pass to Lopez, caught it, gets in the end zone, and that put us down by a point. So let's talk about that play first, the double pass.
So we've been practicing that, and earlier in the game, I clicked over to Coach Gaddy and say, hey, don't forget about the double pass. Not that you have to run it now, but I think it's going to be there. So fast forward to that 5 or 6 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. So we were going to go for it anyways. We had 2 to get it. So he clicked over, hey, what you think? I was like, absolutely, let's go.
Yeah.
And it was in our boundary, so it was kind of a perfect setup. And man, there's so much that has to go right, from the protection, the throw backwards, Coy catching it and being able to get it off, the blocks on the perimeter,
and selling it to the
Lopez
defense.
selling it. Yeah, so everything clicked as it was supposed to. Great throw, great catch. And at that point, man, it's now it's here. It's here for the taking.
All right, so we're down by 1. There's 5.5 left on the clock, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm up there going, "What is Coach doing? Kick the extra point. Let's tie this thing up." And say, "No, you're going for 2." Now, normally, you do that kind of on the road, not at home. So, just going with the buck.
Yeah,
that went against the grain a little bit. But yes. I guess you had a feeling, and it was the right feeling. We score that doggone 2-pointer.
Yeah, so a few things that went into it. One, I had made that decision earlier in the drive, so I was down there. I was like, man, if we score, we need to go for 2. We're a little worn down. We had guys that were out, and they were just kind of leaning on us. So if we have to extend it, I didn't think that played to our advantage, even though we were at the house. And think back, and I think I talked about this on the show Monday, but we played Reebok back in 2018. Very similar situation. It was at the very end of the game. And I talked myself out of going for 2. We kick the extra point. We miss it. We lose the game.
Yeah, and who would have thought we'd have missed that extra point?
No
but I
doubt.
remember that.
Yeah. So that was always stuck with me. So I said, if we get back in that situation, let's go for it. And again, we may not have gotten any better situation to get down there on the 3 with a chance to win the game. And then worst case scenario, if we miss it, we still have 5 minutes left to play. We can play defense. So, but it was one of those things. We made the decision. We had asked Coach Gaddy, do you have the play you want? And ironically, it was the same play 8 years ago, back in 2018, the throwback to the tight end, and they executed perfectly. MJ, which he calls pretty much a triple team on that play, settled down over the ball, and then Logan just slips behind. And,
but if not for that offensive line giving Thomas just a little bit of time there to wait for Logan to come open.
Yes, just to be able to sprint back, have the protection, give Logan time to clear back. I mean, so much, from the O-line to the route itself. But again, we had only practiced that play maybe 1 or 2 times.
Wow.
But yeah, great execution. And that was again, we had to have it. Our kids had to find a way to get it done, if they did.
It was a thing of beauty, and then the defense held on in 25-24. Suwannee gets the win 3 in a row. Coach, congratulations on that victory, but unfortunately, we got to put that one away.
Oh, yeah.
And think about tonight's opponent,
the
Wakulla War Eagles. Back to talk about that after this timeout. It's Coach's Corner, Suwannee football, here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Back here on Coach's Corner, and Coach, we talked a long time in segment 1, so we got to make this one a little bit shorter. But Wakulla tonight, give me your thoughts on tonight's matchup.
Oh, man, great passing attack. One of the best quarterbacks that we've seen all year. Fast.
Coach's kid, right?
Yes, coach's kid, very smart, doesn't make a lot of mistakes, doesn't get sacked very often, doesn't throw a ton of interceptions. Big physical kid. He wants to stay in the pocket and throw it, but when he gets out, he can escape. So he's a very talented kid, good group of wide receivers, 2 good running backs. I mean, they're solid up front. So it's a very typical Wakulla team. Defensively, they're 4-2-5. Again, not going to make a ton of mistakes. Very good secondary. I think number 2, their safety has 7 interceptions. So a very experienced group. They've been in good battles this year. They beat, Baker County, had a big win a couple weeks ago. So they're going to be ready. I know this game has been pushed twice now. but it really sets up for a huge game, in the playoff standings and just from the rival itself. So looking forward to getting it done tonight.
Yeah, it's not like Suwannee needs another rival because
Yeah, I
we've
know.
got plenty
Yes, we
surrounding
do.
us, but this has become a big-time game.
Yeah.
Last time we played them, Wakulla beat us 24-21. That was in
Oh,
the
yeah.
doghouse.
Yep.
And then last time we were here in Wakulla, 2022, Dogs won 22-14. Of course, you mentioned the playoff year 2019 where we played them twice, and it's just become a big ball game and always a close ball game against these guys.
Yeah, it is. And, special teams always comes into play big in this one. Turnovers. I mean, just kind of the fundamental aspects of the game usually shine very bright in this one. There's probably going to be a little bit of rain tonight, which it seems like every time we come over here, we get the rain. But it's going to be a great atmosphere. We felt last year kind of got taken away from us, so there's plenty of motivation going into this one. And one, we just want to finish off the regular season on a high note as we head into hopefully a great season next week.
Yeah.
But this is a big one. Our kids are ready.
Both of these teams are going to be in the playoffs.
Yep.
They are ranked ahead of us according to the latest rankings. If we can win tonight, could we get in the top 4 and get a home playoff game?
It's going to be very close. If we pull this one off tonight, I think we could get close to that 4 seed, which would potentially give us a home game as long as that 5th seed wasn't a district champ. So that's, again, plenty of motivation, plenty of reasons to play our absolute best tonight and fight and get it done.
Right.
So yeah, that's the goal, is to get as high as we can and hopefully a 4 seed.
All right. Well, let's go out. Let's continue this winning streak.
Yes,
I'd
sir.
love to finish the regular season with 4 wins in a row.
Yeah, me too.
Get back to 500, and then let's talk about a new season with everybody 0-0.
That's right. Let's do it.
All right. Go Dogs. Stay tuned. Andy Day going to join us in the press box after this timeout. Suwannee Bulldog football here on a Thursday night on rivercountrysports.com.
Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bean Painting, serving the community for over 30 years. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company, serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to 2 things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Suwannee High Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Brought to you in part by Bean Painting. Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Morgan Tree and Debris. Wes Haney Chevrolet. Live Oak Jewelry. Rapid Fiber Internet. Bennett's Glass Company. Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. J&W Automotive. River Oak Technical College. Suwannee Parks and Recreation. Papa John's. Beef O'Brady's, the UPS Store, Roundtree Moore Ford, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, Pool Realty, Corbett's Mobile Home Center, Howard Street Dry Cleaners Incorporated, and Live Oak Pest Control.
Good evening, everybody. It's Suwannee High Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com. We are in Wakulla, and unfortunately, we're not allowed to do video tonight. Wakulla High School made a decision. We drove all the way over here, had the camera crew, everybody ready to set up, and they said, no, you can't do that. First time we've ever run into that. Wakulla has a history of treating us poorly. I remember one time back when Shannon used to do the broadcast, they made us buy tickets before we could even do a radio broadcast. Whenever they come to Live Oak, now we treat them right.
Yeah, we do, but it doesn't go that way when you're over here now, and that is why I laminated everything. And just like I told you, originally they said we'd probably be sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
And the one year, me and you did it from the far end.
Oh yeah.
We were supposed to have a booth, and we did it by the chain link fence.
I remember
with about 4 Wakulla had us.
No, they moved us. Remember, we started the broadcast. They moved us. Yeah.
Did.
Oh yeah. They never get.
Think about Wakulla.
Yeah.
I can't say it.
No. They're
but
just. Yeah, well, they're just not very, very hospitable. That is for sure. But anyway, the game will go on, audio only. So just like the old radio days here, and I hope you enjoy it. We'll do the best we can to bring you the action. The Suwannee Bulldogs come in against the Wakulla War Eagles. War Eagles 6-3. They're 1-1 in district play. This is a district ball game in District 2-3A. Suwannee comes in 4-5, 0-2 in district play. Now, this district game originally was scheduled in September, but was postponed by Hurricane Helene and then postponed again after the FHSAA gave teams an extra week in the regular season following Hurricane Milton. So here we are on a Thursday night, ready to do battle.
Yeah, we really are. And I tell you, this is going to be a tough ball game. And once again, we're playing on turfus, which is a little different for Suwannee, but we've had to do it a couple of times this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, no doubt. Wakulla, a very good team, especially with their passing game, led by Owen Cleese, the coach's son. He's thrown for over 2,000 yards on the season, 20 touchdowns, just 6 interceptions. And in their ground game, number 8, Siam Ransom, he's run for over 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. They have a lot of weapons on offense.
Yeah, they do. And you talk about the receiving core. Number 1, Godbold, a slot back. He's only had 163 yards as far as catching the ball, but he can also run the ball. He gets it handed off. And then there's number 3, Barnes. He's won the watch, 36 receptions, 491 yards. And then you have to look at number 7, Thomas, 308 yards. I mean, he spreads it around.
Yeah.
There's a couple of go-to guys, but that means you in the secondary, you got to cover about 4 or 5 different people.
Yeah, number 13, Hoffman will burn you too. He's a senior and has over 400 yards, 5 touchdowns on the season. So it's going to be tough sledding tonight, but Suwannee on a roll, having won 3 in a row, trying to get back to the 500 mark if they can get the win on the road tonight. Back with Suwannee starting lineups after this timeout. It's Suwannee High Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Now is the perfect time to earn a career in a year with River Oak Technical College. With over 19 career and technical education programs to choose from, River Oak provides high-quality instruction, hands-on learning, and support every step of the way. Get the training you need to earn industry-recognized credentials and licensures and launch a high-wage career right here in your community. From academic and financial advisement to personalized mentoring and coaching, River Oak is dedicated to helping you succeed without breaking the bank. Join us at River Oak Technical College, where we grow futures.
your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com. Back here at Wakulla High School, audio only on tonight's broadcast. A decision made by Wakulla, and we didn't find that out until we got here. We had to send the film crew home, so they drove all the way over here and now having to drive all the way back. And if they're listening right now, we apologize, guys, but yeah, kind of out of our hands. But Wayne Luttrell, Andy Day, and Rivers Martinez here at the stadium, and Rivers keeping us straight, keeping us on the air, and we're bringing the play-by-play action. The captain's about to meet at midfield, and while they do that, let's go over the starting lineups, and we'll begin with that Dirty Dog offense. It'll look like this. The center, number 74, getting the start tonight, Blaine Cruz. At the guard positions, on the left side, number 51, Brody Bean. On the right side, number 77, Davian Ramirez. The tackles are number 55, Reese Bronson, along with number 50, Colton Six-Shooter Hagedorn. The tight end, number 11, Logan Brooks. Starting at wide receiver, number 5, MJ Rawson, along with number 10, Coy the Boy Fryer, and number 1, Noah Surehands Lopez. In the running back position, now, coach tells me number 7, Jace Moran's going to start. He's not even dressed out tonight, so he's banged up, not going to start. I'm going to guess we're going to get probably Dylan Allen back there. Yeah. Or maybe Coy Fryer back there, or maybe Starling back there.
I think it'll be by committee, as many running backs that we've got down.
Yeah, I'm sure, and we'll see number 5 back there. MJ will be back there at times. Yeah. Of course, starting quarterback number 4, Mr. Thomas Sykes. Now that junkyard defense, Andy.
And the two defensive ends, number 24, Kyler the Killer Watson, along with number 9, Delwyn the Dirt Devil Allen. In the front there, the nose guard, big number 58, Cavante Beasley. The tackle, number 50, Colton Hagedorn. And at linebacker, number 15, Clay Bam Bam Starling. The other backer, number 17, Travis Speed. At the axe, number 10, Coy the Boy Fryer. And at rover, number 25, Jeremy Webb. At cornerback, tonight for the Dogs, number 27, Powell Downtown Brown, along with number 5, Jay all the way Rawson. And finally, at free safety, number 16, Fred Cooks.
And the Wakulla War Eagles make their way onto the field. They are dressed in their all-red uniforms with white helmets. And the Suwannee Bulldogs got a different combination. Here come the Dogs. They've got black pants tonight and white jerseys with green helmets.
Yeah, and I was totally confused before the game. I don't mind. I'll go for the one-dye Bennett. I was thinking that was Wakulla. They had on the black trousers, and I just got all kind of confused.
The opening kickoff after this, Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Proudly standing the test of time and shining through it all, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet and Chevy trucks.
You all depend on trucks. Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are the most dependable trucks built to last a long time.
Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Dependability for the win, again and again.
Son of a gun. Chevrolet pickups are designed and built better than ever, giving you a smooth, solid ride since 1918.
North Florida and South Georgia, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet knows you love your Chevy truck.
Quality.
Hello, this is Jeff Mosley, General Manager, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Come find out why we're the #1 Chevy dealer in North Florida. Thanks, and hope to see you down at the store.
Find new roads with Roundtree Moore Chevrolet in Lake City. Online at RoundtreeMooreChevrolet.com.
Mile after mile.
The Wakulla War Eagles will touch the football first as the Suwannee Bulldogs will kick it off. The ball teed up now at the 40-yard line, and Wakulla, that dangerous offense. We're going to see if the Dogs brought their D over here tonight. Going to need a little defense against these boys.
Yeah, we really are. It's number 18, A.J. Hitta, teed up at the 40-yard line, back deep for them old War Eagles. Number 1, Godbolt on the far hash, and then Thomas on the near hash. Boy, a short hooch kick, trying to kick it in between. It's touched by one War Eagle. It goes all the way down to the 8. He has to fall on it.
He may have lost it.
If we took it away, but I don't know if number 1 could wrestle it away from the Wakulla War Eagle.
Yeah, Lopez down there diving at the ball. The up back actually fumbled that ball. It was on the ground, and then he was trying to find the handle, could not. Suwannee got down there. I thought Lopez had a shot, but Wakulla will maintain possession, although they're going to be pinned deep in their own territory to begin this drive.
Yeah, and that would have been just what the doggy ordered. You know, if you can start off this type of ball game on the road against old Wakulla and could have got that turnover, boy, that would have been big. But as it is, Wakulla starts out 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Shotgun formation for Owen Cleave. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Ranson. 2 receivers set near side. They'll bring the slot in and put him right at the line of scrimmage. Long snap count, hand off to Ransom. Finds a hole off tackle. Kicks it off to the 15, up to around the 19, the 20. And we finally drag him out of bounds around the 23, maybe the 22 and a half.
Boy, Fryer's the one that knocks him out of bounds, but nice pickup there on that first down carry by Wakulla.
Well, they got a good block on the outside by that big tackle. You look at him, big number 53. He kind of turned us to the inside. That created the hole to the outside. We have got to stay outside of those tackles.
And the first down is achieved as the ball advanced to the 23-yard line.
Cleese getting the next play call, I guess maybe from his father, who is the coach.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation once again. 2 receivers far side. Swanee in a 4-man front. Here's snap, play action. Quick pass to the outside, and the receiver falls down, intended for who you said number 14, Wyatt Brown, the tight end, and it's incomplete.
Boy, and he zipped that ball to him, but just a little bit too hot on the pass, and he could not hang on to that. So an incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down.
Number 14 will check out of the game for Wakulla. And they'll get their next play call. Suwannee with the traditional 4-man front tonight. Boy, they split out one wide receiver way to the far side of the field. That'll be number 13, Harvey. Split backs in the backfield. Shotgun formation, little cross buck. We hit him in the backfield. We stand him up. Got him at the 20. To the turf around the 19. Boy, look at them dogs.
That's Colton Hagedorn. Hagedorn beat his block and got back there in the backfield, and no way for that play to get going. Good defensive play by big number 50.
Yeah, and that time got to carry Jordan Barnes, number 3. They list him as a slot back, but then I guess when they go split backs, he'll be in the backfield.
Lost a couple of yards there, so 3rd down and 12 coming up here for Wakulla. Come on, dogs, dig in.
Got to do it right here. Big 3rd down situation. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Single receiver on the near side. Shotgun formation for Cleese. Now they'll bring motion. Looking for that motion. Cleese rolls, looking for a receiver. He overthrows everybody. Threw it kind of to the short back. I think it was number 3 once again. It was intended for Jordan Barnes, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, he just threw it to a spot in the field where nobody was at. And so an incompletion, good coverage by the Suwannee secondary. And I thought I saw a little bit of holding there on the outside, but no flag and an incomplete pass. We'll take that 4th down.
And also the quarterback, Cleese, that's what kind of makes this dangerous. You got 3 big old linemen in front of him. He does the punting chores for Wakulla. Back deep for the dogs. It'll be Fryer and number 5, all the way Rossin. Here's the kick, a short kick. The dogs need to get away from it. Wow. We were trying to block, but you got to let your people know where the football is when it's short.
Right, no score in the game. 10-14 to play here first quarter. Suwannee gets their first possession and going to have excellent field position after the defense does their job and forces Wakulla to get the first down, but then force them into a punting situation. And now the dogs will have the ball in Wakulla territory at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great field position for the dogs of Suwannee on the Wakulla side of the field. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side, naked backfield except for the quarterback, and that's old Sykes. He stands about 6 yards deep. We got that short slot looking at a 4-man front. Here's the snap, kind of bobble. We're going to go down the field into the 25.
What a catch by MJ Rossin. And you talked about the double coverage. He threw it over. The first guy went over his head, and MJ had to jump in front of the defender and make just a spectacular catch. And he comes up with it. First down, Suwannee. They move the sticks all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and MJ, he must have a great vertical leap. That's several catches this year where he had to go airborne and snatch it out of the air from a defender. We got it all the way down to around the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 dogs from there. Lopez, along with number 12, Jamarcus Cherry, will be in tight. Got a short slot. Naked backfield. Fryer comes in motion. Little touch pass to Fryer. We're going to get some blocking. If we get the blocking on the outside, boy, Fryer would have had some running room if we'd got that one block around the 25.
And it's a kind of a jet sweep, end around, whatever you want to call it, touch pass. But quarterback shotgun formation, and Fryer runs in front of him, and he just flips the ball to him and looking for that block. And if you're right, if he got that key block, he cuts it up and he's down the field. But nothing there. He gets a gain of 1 on that run.
Dogs facing 2nd down and 9. 3 receiver set to the far side of the field. Single receiver near side, shotgun formation, and we do have a short slot. Sykes awaits the snap. Here's the snap. Quick pass out there to Fryer. Gets the catch. Boy, they come up on us a hurry. Fryer gets attacked around the 30, and we're going to lose about 4 more yards.
It's one of those quick passes, shotgun formation once again. Sykes throws it out to Fryer behind the line of scrimmage. He makes the catch, but then 3 War Eagles are on top of him. Nowhere to go. He'll end up losing about 5.
Yeah, and I guess it's the defender. You got 3 defenders out there on them. Once he sees him step off the line of scrimmage, their corner, he came up in a hurry, and you're not able to get that block. You're not going to get any yardage that way. 3rd down, we'll call it closer to 15 yards for the 1st down. Got to get it all the way down to around the 11. Sykes will be in the gun. Once again, naked backfield. Big number 51 for Suwannee. He's kind of like the up back, old Brody Bean. He's like I can call him an H-back, I suppose. Trips to the near side. Here's the snap. Looking, a lot of pressure. Got a wide open receiver. Lopez at the 15. Somebody say around the 11. He is close. And I doubt we're going to get a right fit. Wow. It's a woo-woo. I want to see that on replay. They knock us out at the 13. Are you kidding me?
And that's where they're going to mark it down, but that will be enough for the 1st down, and Suwannee moves the sticks. 1st and 10 inside that Roundtree for red zone. Got it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Dogs knocking on that War Eagle door.
Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. War Eagles digging in on the other side. They're in a 4-man front with them old orange jerseys and orange trousers. We're in the gun once again. Naked backfield. And M.J. Rawson comes in motion. Rawson will get it. He'll cut it to the outside. Little stiff arm to the 10. Somebody say 5. Grabs by the face mask. And we score. Oh, my.
Just a little toss sweep to number 5, and he gets out there. And it looks like as he gets to the corner, he's going to be stopped. But he put a little move on that end and got by him, and then a little contact right before the goal line. But not to be denied. M.J. Rawson, touchdown, Suwannee.
I'm telling you, Rawson did a great job. I mean, he was already going to get at least 5 yards, but that little stiff arm he gave and then kicked it to the pylon on the far side. Suwannee looking for the extra point. A.J. Hill will try to tack it on. Number 11 for the Dogs will be the holder. That's old Logan Brooks. It'll be set at the 10. Here's a snap down on the tee. It's surface end over end, and that hammer knocker is good.
7-0. Suwannee leads at Wakulla. 7:54 to play 1st quarter. It's Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on the rivercountrysports.com.
Suwannee goes 5 plays, 48 yards, and all pretty much on the in the air that time, as we had a naked backfield much of that drive. All of our running backs all banged up. It's kind of by committee, so we go to the air, and then M.J. Rawson on that little toss sweep ends up getting in the end zone from 13 yards out. Suwannee leading 7-0 here with 7:54 to play 1st quarter.
Yeah, we had a short field, and we had a pretty good scripted first drive. Here's the kick, high end over end kick. This time, it'll be number 7. Thomas gets it. 25-30 to the 35, still on his feet. And he dodges one would-be tackler. Finally, big old number 25 for them Dogs drags him down. That's old Jeremy Webb, but not before he crosses the 50-yard line.
Yeah. If you're tuning into the stream, audio only here at Wakulla. We get over here, and they made the decision we weren't allowed to have cameras for some strange reason. But we were allowed to do the audio broadcast, so that's why there are no pictures tonight.
Mercy.
Anyway, they got it near midfield, 49-yard line, 1st and 10 Wakulla. They trail 7-0.
Cleves will be the quarterback. He's in the gun. 2 receivers set to the far side, 2 to the near side, single back. Now they'll get a little motion. And sidecar left in the backfield. That is their big running back, bowls his way across the 50 up to the 49, maybe stopped him around the 47.5.
Well, he does hit that hole hard. 114 carries, 820 yards coming into this game, and 5 touchdowns to go along with that. That cat averages 7.2 yards every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, Sion Ransom. They like to keep those legs fresh. He'll check out of the ball game. And number 3 will check in. That's Jordan Barnes. He's more of the scat back. Trips to the far side. Clees in the gun. Dogs in a 4-man front. Actually, number 3, he likes to come out of the backfield at the slot. And, boy, he just underthrew him that time. Short hops him. Good thing for the Dogs because he probably would have had a complete pass.
Had a little bit of pressure there as Allen was coming from his defensive end spot. And made that rush crease just a little bit, and he short hopped that throw.
I noticed they list Barnes as a slot back, but I noticed he had a lot of receptions as far as, out of the backfield.
Oh, yeah.
Mercy.
He's a two-way threat.
Yeah. A lot of speed. See what the Dogs do here. We're in a 4-man front. They're kind of exchanging footballs out there.
He got 36 catches for almost 500 yards, along with all those yards on the ground. So, yeah, he's a dual threat.
Yeah, he gets a lot of yards after the catch, I would assume.
He's pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Another third down.
This time it'll be split backs in the backfield. Well, actually, they'll change, and they'll bring 2 receivers set to either side. Ransom will move up sidecar left of the quarterback, please. Now they'll bring, a lot of motion, and they'll get set. Handoff to Ransom, straight ahead. We attack him right at the line of scrimmage, and he'll fight his way close just inside the 48, or actually the 43-yard line.
That's going to be short of the first down. Credit Jakari Brown there. Big number 45 grabbed hold of him, wouldn't let go.
I'm thinking they're going to go for it here. You're kind of in no man's land.
Well, they're in Suwannee territory at the 43-yard line. They're short of the first down by a couple. So 4th down and 2, and it does appear that they are going to go for it here. And everybody kind of staring at the sideline there, waiting for the coach to give them the call, and here they go. They're going for it on 4th and 2.
Ransom will be the single back. I don't doubt. They've seen the films. They'll try to do a little voice inflection and a shift of hands. Let's see. They clap once, they clap twice, and they call a timeout.
Now a timeout. Timeout on the field. 6:25 in the first quarter. Suwannee leads 7-0. 4th and 2 Wakulla. After this, it's Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com.
It's a district showdown tonight as the Dogs take on the War Eagles of Wakulla. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwannee County area for 77 years.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on the road at Wakulla tonight. Last game of the regular season. Both of these teams will be in the postseason. It's just a matter of where you're seated. And the FHSA didn't update their rankings this week, so we're at number 7, they're at number 3, but that doesn't factor in last Friday's games or what's happening tonight, so that's all going to change this weekend. We could use a win here tonight.
Yes, we could. Wakulla finally gets set. Cleves will be the quarterback, hand off to the slot back. Actually, Sion went to the outside, and boy, he would get big yardage, and that was kind of a unique and different type play.
Yeah, a approach from a different angle, but still running play, and Suwannee could not stop it, and that results in a first down. Wakulla moves the sticks, and they get that 4th down conversion, and all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Wakulla, 1st and 10, 36-yard line. Dogs lead it 7-0, 6:04 to go here in the first quarter. Wakulla on the move. Them old Dogs got to hunker down. We're in a 4-man front. Shotgun formation, 4 Cleves. Single back in the backfield. This time it'll be Barnes. He'll be to his right. Trips to the far side. Now they'll take motion with Barnes, and he's going to try to get it to him again on the short slot. A little bit of pressure. Throws it underneath. They almost got the INT. It went out of the would-be intended receiver's hands and right into a defender's.
Yeah. And actually, he had made the catch. That was number 13 on the reception, which is Julian Harvey. Made the catch, took a couple of steps. The ball came loose right into the hands of number 27, Kyle Brown, and he was so shocked to see the ball, he didn't hang on to it. He was like, what in the world? Is this a hot potato?
Oh, mercy.
And anyway, it ends up being on the ground. Now, the question is, did they call that a completed catch?
I guess they did, unless they're calling a fumble. I don't know.
And then the ball came loose, and I guess they say Suwannee got on it.
Huh.
I saw it as an incompletion. I didn't think he quite had control of that football, and it kind of squirted into the hands of number 27. He didn't hang on, and it was on the ground. Of course, Suwannee jumped on it, but I thought it was an incomplete pass, and they are saying this is a turnover, right?
Well, Suwannee went to the sidelines and they're huddling up with their offense, and Wakulla brought their offense off, so I just moderated. I mean, it was a turnover.
Suwannee football.
Wow. Just what the doggy ordered. And we'll take that. Call that a catch.
20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Dogs a little backed up, shotgun formation. We still hadn't showed it back in the backfield. Stacked receivers on either side. Oh, we fumbled the football on the snap. Sykes is going to have to pick it up and run it. He's going to lose about 3 yards.
Yeah, Sykes took a heck of a pop right there. Number 6, Andrew Nelson came up. But Sykes, the ball was on the ground, and all he could do was pick it up and run with it. So he did what he could, but ends up losing, about 3?
Yeah, he did. Backed him up 3 yards. And we've had some problems with that, with the ball.
Snap, yeah.
You don't want to do it down here when you're backed up.
No. At a wrong 17-yard line now, 2nd and 13.
Sykes will be in the gun, and once again, a naked backfield. Kind of got a short slot, 2 receivers set on either side. Here's the snap, looking, Sykes across the middle, wide open, and up to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. That is on fire, 40, 35, 30, 20. He ain't going to look back. They jump for him and drag him down at the 2-yard line. Somebody say, give that dog a big first down.
Boy, I thought Coy was in the end zone, and I don't know if he took it off the accelerator or they just caught him, but that was a foot race to the end zone. He got inside the 5, and he gets drugged down there. But it's going to be 1st and goal for Suwannee coming up.
Well, he had 3 of those orange jerseys. They were getting a beat on him. Finally, number 4, Dakota Green, ran him down, or actually had to jump for him at around the 4-yard line and broke him down at the 3. What a big play, and he was wide open.
Yeah, Suwannee was at their own 17. That catch, Pryor took it all the way down to the 3. 1st and goal, Suwannee coming up.
Mercy.
Dogs lead 7-0. 4:34 left to go here in the first quarter, and a timeout on the field. This is let's see whose timeout this is. And this may be an official's timeout. No, it's going to be charged to Suwannee. So a Suwannee timeout stops the clock. 4:34 to play first quarter. Dogs up 7-0. Looking for more after this. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak. 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's. Boy, I tell you what, that reception and then fumble, I'd like to look at that on video. They won't let us have video tonight.
No, I know it.
So we can't take another look at that. But anyway, Suwannee gets the break. Now they got a 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ralston will be out there on the far side, outside the hash over there toward the pylon. He's got man coverage with number 7. That's Avion Thomas. The Dogs, this time we finally get a backfield. Sykes will be in the gun. And we got Starling and out, and we get an errant snap, and I don't know if we're going to get there. Back all the way to the 22, wow. And how does that happen?
Another bad snap. That one completely out of the quarterback's control, and that's going to push us all the way back past the 20-yard line. They'll set it down to the 21 after the bad snap. And you had Allen as a lead blocker. You had Starling as the deep back. He was about to get that and try to plunge in there from 3 yards out. Now we're back at the 21-yard line with a 2nd and goal.
Yeah, 2nd and goal from the 21. That'll change your play calls. It probably won't be a running play.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the nose guard creating havoc up there, but we got to get that thing sorted out. Blaine Cruz at the center position.
Well, they kind of got the nose guard offset between the guard and center. Our job to snap the ball. I used to snap it. Shotgun formation, and here's the throw. Oh, and a pick! Oh, my! Off the number 11's hands. It's going to be number 4, the quarterback, and I don't think we ran him out of bounds. He's going to get Katie bar the door. It's the Wakulla War Eagles. No flags. Oh, my.
Yeah, and that was a great pass by Sykes. It hit Logan Brooks right in the hands. Yeah. He had it for a second. It popped out, went up into the air, and Johnny on the spot, Wakulla is able to pick it off midair and then go the distance the other way. My goodness, what a turn of events.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember where he caught that football, and it was probably about a 95-yard or so.
It had to have been because we're at the 21, and that was about the 5-yard line where he hit Brooks in the hands. And unfortunately, Brooks, he couldn't hold on to that one.
Nah.
But instead of it going down, it went up into the air, and Wakulla picked it off and took off the other way, and nobody there to catch up to that young man.
Now the all-important extra point. Colby Carranza. He usually does the kicking chores, but they're looking toward the sideline. I don't know if they don't got enough players or what it is.
And they're going to have to burn a timeout there.
Mm.
Man, what a sudden shift. I mean, first of all, you have Suwannee down at the 3-yard line after the Coy Fryer big play, and we were hoping he'd get the end zone. Didn't quite get there. But then the bad snap pushes us back to the 21. But a great pass would have put us back into a scoring opportunity. And Logan Brooks couldn't hang on. It pops in the air. Wakulla picks it off, and suddenly you see a red jersey going the other way.
Well, that's the thing, and Sykes was the only one that was going to catch him. He was the quarterback, that was back behind the line of scrimmage and threw the football. Everybody else was downfield, and he had one shot at him. Couldn't get it done.
And couldn't get there, couldn't get the angle. And so Wakulla takes advantage of the Suwannee miscue. Now it's a 7-6 ball game. War Eagles have to use a timeout before the extra point try. And let's see if they think about going for 2 here.
Well, they may do that. I don't know if that was their regular kicker that was out there.
Now they're going to line up and kick.
Okay, yeah, it is. It's number 81, Colby. And the tee will be spotted just inside the 10, somewhere around the 9.5. Number 15 doing the holder. Here's the snap down on the tee, and it's up, end over end, and it's good.
And we're all tied up. It's now 7 apiece with 3:29 to play first quarter. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Dog ball here on a Thursday night at Wakulla. And what a crazy game this is turning into. And we figured it was going to be a close ball game and kind of a track meet back and forth. Didn't expect the scoring the way it's come. But anyway, we're tied up at 7. And so we start fresh here with 3:29 to play first quarter.
Yeah, what woulda, coulda, and shoulda.
Yeah.
Would have been 7 points for the Dogs.
I was thinking we were up 2 scores.
Yes.
And suddenly pick 6.
Mm.
And about a 95-yard return there. And again, like you said, nobody was home.
No, and I mean, it was a beautiful pass.
It was.
Yeah.
And usually Brooks pretty sure-handed. And there was some traffic there, but he just, and you hate that if he's not going to catch it, knock it down.
Absolutely.
And it was just that perfect play for Wakulla as that ball was just hung up in the game.
Carranza, he'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. Two of their Dogs back deep. It'll be Fryer and Rawson. See if we get the short kick. Kind of get a pooch kick. This time it'll be Fryer from the left hash right around the 18. And he'll have to cuddle up the field, and then War Eagles are down there in a hurry. They pound us to the turf right around the 27 or 28-yard line.
And that's where Suwannee will start this drive. Dogs tied up here at Wakulla. 7-7, 3:25 to play first quarter. And again, if you're just tuning into the stream, we apologize. Not allowed to use cameras at Wakulla for some crazy reason, but audio only is all they would allow here. And the home school has rights to the broadcast, so at least we're on the air.
Yeah, that's a good thing. They did.
Now next year they're going to come to Live Oak.
Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind. We always get treated rudely down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it is. We'll overcome.
Hopefully so.
All right, Suwannee digs in, ready to begin this drive at the 28-yard line.
Stacked receivers on either side. We got a short slot, and Sykes will be the only one in the backfield in the gun. This time it's just a quarterback keeper. Get a block on the outside. Sykes puts his own shoulder down and rolls over a War Eagle right around the 32 or 33.
That was a design quarterback run, an empty backfield, and Sykes, saw a pretty good opportunity there. Nice hole by that offensive line, and he'll pick up 5 on the carry.
Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5, Suwannee. Out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. They go nose to nose with them War Eagles. This time we'll have trips to the near side. Rawson will be to the far side of the field. That's our side. Shotgun formation for Sykes. We're looking at a 4-man front, 2 backers stacked behind them. Here's the snap, and we're looking. Looks off wrong receiver, throws across the middle, complete to Lopez, right around the 44. And somebody say, give that dog a first down.
Boy, he's got good hands. No, Lopez with the catch. They'll move the chains. I was watching Cherry downfield. I thought he had a step or two. He was going long, ready to fly. And unfortunately, we went underneath. Well, not unfortunately, got the first down.
Absolutely. Every first down counts. And Suwannee pretty much throwing the football with their receivers at will.
And I tell you what, that passing game for Suwannee has improved so much. Sykes now over 1,400 yards on the season.
Stacked receivers on the far side. We got a short slot, and Rawson will be in man coverage with a little safety help underneath. Now we'll bring motion near side with Lopez. Now we'll throw it across the middle. Intended for Cherry, but it goes incomplete, and that was another one. Kind of hits it, but it was a good defensive play to knock it away.
It was, but again, that ball bounced up in the air. Wakulla had a shot at to pick off another one, but it falls to the turf. Incomplete pass.
I kind of like the, I guess you kind of get double coverage on Rawson on the outside. Then we brought motion, and it should leave you with kind of an open receiver, or at least man coverage.
And Sykes has been able to find him. That line has given him just enough time. And so far, kind of a new look offense when you don't have running backs. I guess this is what you do. Get creative.
This time Walker will be the receiver on the near side with Lopez. Quick pass out to Lopez. He'll make the catch. We get the block. Does a little spin move at the 50. Still on the seat to the 45. Another spin move. And they bam us out of bounds on their sideline.
I mean, no, Lopez did that by himself. That was just a little pass right to the line of scrimmage. He did get one block from his fellow receiver, and then he put that first spin move on. That allowed him to get extra yardage. A second spin move allowed him to get the first down.
Yeah, no, that was Zion Walker on that block, and that first block's what set him free, but those 2 spin moves got us the first down. First and 10 dogs right around the 44. Everybody in tight, shotgun formation for Sykes. This time, Wakulla will be in a 5-man front. Now we'll bring motion with Rawson, hand it off to Rawson. We don't get the block on the outside. They turn us topsy-turvy, and we might have lost 2 yards.
Yeah, give Dakota Green credit for that tackle, as he wouldn't allow MJ to get to the corner.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player for them. Green on defense.
Well, you don't have a traditional running back, so you want to work in some running plays trying to get MJ the ball. So that time he comes from his wide receiver position and takes that inside handoff and trying to get to the other corner, but just couldn't get there. And we'll lose a couple, so 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and pretty much on that particular play, you got to make your blocks because they know who's getting the football.
Yeah, that's true.
Trips to the far side, got a short slot, single receiver near side, and we're in the gun, that wide snap, and we're going to have to run it, boy. Oh, and that ball gets batted there, intended for Fryer around the 35. It goes incomplete.
And give Sykes credit that time. He's on the run. He's got War Eagles beating down on him, and somehow he got that ball, and he threw a bullet to Fryer. Fryer couldn't hang on, but it was a pretty good strike, giving Fryer a chance to make that catch.
Bring up a 3rd down and 12. After the incompletion. That time we had that kind of errant snap that brought him to the near side. I thought Sykes was going to tuck it and run it. It was so wide of him, but he tried to complete a pass. It went incomplete. See what the dogs do here. We need a first down. Got to get it all the way to around the 34. 2 receivers set to the far side, single receiver near side. Now we'll bring motion with Fryer. He'll come in front. And boy, they just got a beat on the quarterback. A little screen pass. And boy, it's not going to go anywhere to Brooks, I believe it was.
Yeah.
The tight end. It looked like it was going to open up, but they read it pretty quick and cleanly.
It did, and I thought Fryer was out there and could have made one block, and he missed that block, but Brooks was caught by 2 War Eagles and just nowhere to go. He did make the catch, but couldn't do anything with it. Ended up losing 2 more yards, so this will bring up a 4th and 14 at the 48-yard line, and Suwannee's going to have to punt.
Yeah, it must be it's going to be the end of the first
They're going to let the clock run. 5 seconds, 4, 3, and we have come to the end of the first quarter of play with your score 7-7. Suwannee at Wakulla. Back with second half action after this timeout. Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Do you have a valuable garment that requires professional and quality dry cleaning? Your jeans need heavy starch, your slacks need hemming, or your wedding gown needs preserving? Hop on over to one of the 5 convenient locations, Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town & Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaner locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-thru to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly and knowledgeable staff member. When you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. As always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of the 5 locations today to ensure you are dressed to impress.
And the Dogs have to punt it away. A pretty good punt there by A.J. Hitt. It'll go all the way down to around the 20-yard line. That's where the War Eagles will start out 1st and 10.
Well, Suwannee able to get on the board offensively, scoring with a toss sweep to M.J. Rawson from 13 yards out. That puts Suwannee up 7-0. Looked like the Dogs were going to score again, but they end up throwing an interception, which goes the other way for 95 yards, and we're tied up at 7-7. And Wakulla gets the ball back now. They've got the ball at their own 20-yard line.
Telling you, always tough. And see if they go a little more to the running game here. They've been trying to throw it. Suwannee in a 4-man front, shotgun formation, 4 Cleese. Single back in the backfield, and they're going to throw it this time. Well, it got batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it got knocked down by Kyler Watson.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Kyler stuck that big old bulldog paw up there and knocked it down.
Yeah, he was going to throw it to the back out of the backfield, which was Sion Ransom, their go-to running back.
So an incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. Wakulla from their own 20-yard line here in the second quarter of action. 11:48 on the scoreboard, tied up at 7.
This time it'll be number 1, Danny Godbolt. He'll be the single back in the backfield. 2 receivers set on either side. Cleese will be in the gun, and now it'll be sidecar left, and they'll bring the slot man in. Hand off to Godbolt. He'll try to take it right up the middle. He's fighting. May have got the nose of the football back to the 20-yard line.
Good, nice job by the Suwannee defense there, as they did not allow anything to happen there, as Bulldogs just stiffened up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great job in the middle of that defensive front, and the backers filled in nicely.
So no gain on that play, 3rd down.
Let's see. Wakulla kind of takes their time to get the play call from the sideline over here. And this time,
looks like a little confusion. They got
number 3 is going to check in the backfield this time. That'll be Barnes. He's more like the scat back. 3 receivers to the near side, single receiver far side. They're down to 6 on that play clock. They'll bring motion near side. Cleese rolling, looking this way. A little bit of pressure, and he's going to have to throw it away.
He throws that out of bounds. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th down, and Wakulla is going to have to punt it away. Now, this has happened the last time, and Suwannee got the good field position, and then looked like they were going to take advantage of that, and ended up coughing the football up. But let's see if the Dogs can take advantage of this good field position. You got Rawson and Fryer ready to return. They're at midfield.
Yeah, and you can never tell when you got a quarterback back there punting the football. So you kind of got to play a little bit safety as far as you're not coming out with an all-out rush here. You're trying to set up for good field position, but other than that, you got to keep the quarterback there and make sure he punts. Like you say, Rawson and Fryer, they'll stand around the 45. Here's the snap. And please, just an end-over-end kick that's going to go out of bounds, it looks like. Boy, it takes
going to take a Wakulla roll.
To the 39.
And that's where Suwannee will start out after this timeout. Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
Dogs in the gun. We got that Short slot, 2 receivers far side, handoff to Delwyn Allen. He cuts it back to the inside and runs into a wall. A wall of War Eagles right at the 40. I don't think we gained maybe a couple of inches.
And not much there for Delwyn Allen that time. The senior defensive end, linebacker, and now running back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of by committee. We've our starting 2 running backs both got injured, then our backup running back got injured, and then another running back got injured, and we're down to who wants to run the football. He did get a gain of 1.
Okay, Will. 2nd down and 9 for the Dogs, out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage.
We go with that empty set now.
Yeah. Shotgun formation, a short slot. 2 receivers set near side. Click our foot, and we'll bring motion, and Rosson will come in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, try to go off tackle, and he'll pick up a couple of more, maybe another yard and a half or 2.
And not much there. Antonio Harvey making the tackle, big number 54. As MJ was lined up at the running back, but then he goes in motion, stops at that at the running back position from his wide receiver spot, gets the handoff, and tries the dive play, and not a whole lot there. Big number 54 got in the way.
Yeah.
Timeout on the field. And this may be an injury. It looks like number 4 on their side shaking up a little bit. But now he's up and okay. That's Dakota Green. He's made a couple of big plays, and he's trotting off the field.
Maybe got a stinger in that shoulder. He was kind of leaning on that right shoulder a little bit.
Yep, Suwannee's got the work cut out for him here. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 8 coming up for the Dogs after 2 straight running plays, a yard apiece. One by Allen, one by Rosson. Now 3rd and 8. And Dogs probably going to go to the air here.
Tough sledding for the Dogs of Suwannee. See if we throw it on the obvious passing down or maybe a screen pass. We'll see. Shotgun formation, trips to the near side. Looking at a 3-man front this time. Sykes, plenty of time, looking down the field, and Rosson slipped down as he was cutting. We're not used to this turf. We slipped down.
Yeah, and now this is a different surface. We did play on this type surface the one time in Georgia.
Yeah,
where we played up at Appling County, but you don't see this every week, and so this is not like a pro team where you've got the different cleats you can change into. So I'm not trying to make excuses, but it's just something they're not used to doing. And those cuts, it's a little tough.
No, it really is. I saw one of their receivers actually fall down earlier in the game, so we'll have to punt it away. AJ hit, plenty of time. End over end kick. They'll call for the fair catch, a sliding catch right at the 25-yard line by past the quarterback, Owen Cleats.
9 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the first half. We're tied up 7-7 here at Wakulla. And again, audio only. That's all they will allow us to do here at Wakulla High School. So they came up with, I don't know where they came up with that rule, but anyway, no cameras allowed. So our camera crew actually hit back to Live Oak.
Well, I think that's when we got here when they came up with that rule.
I believe it was, yeah. Well, they aggravate us every year. We have plenty of war stories to tell of broadcasting here in Wakulla. We pretty much here every other year. At 2019, we were here twice.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had to face them again in the playoffs.
That is true. Well, at least there's no sand gnats up in the booth.
That's true. It is awful warm, though, for November.
Yeah, it is. Wakulla with the football. Cleves will be the quarterback. He's in the gun. They got a short slot on the far side, and they're waiting. I guess number 54 is going to play tight end. Shotgun formation, inside handoff. A ball, we stack them up. I'm talking about just over the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 2.
Yeah, that's Clay Starling right there.
Mm-hmm. Ranson on the kick.
We got a nickname for Clay.
Bam Bam.
Yeah, he put the Bam Bam on that running back that time.
Sure did. They're giving a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 for them on Wakulla Warriors. 3 receivers set to the near side, single receiver to the far side of the field. And we got a safety deep. They'll bring motion near side. Cleves will roll the same way, and he's looking complete to number 11. We push him out of bounds right around the 31. See where the official gives him.
MJ Rosson knocked him out of bounds. And nice little catch there. Nice play. Cleves throwing on the run to Hayes. And it's going to be short of the first down. Going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3?
Yeah, probably about 3 yards. See if they go back to that one running play where they took Sign and they actually put Sign Ranson out on the outside, and he came in from the slot and took the handoff. See what happens.
Well, they're shuffling personnel in and out, moving people around.
Ransom this time will be straight behind the quarterback, Cleves, who's in the gun. Now they bring the slot in, but then there's a penalty. I hope they lined up offside.
I think they had, too many in motion at one time. And anyway, they get him for illegal procedure.
Back him up 5. Just what the doggy ordered.
Maybe one of those old linemen rocked a little bit. But I saw 2 go in motion, the running back and the, I guess, the halfback, the H-back.
5 yards. That'll make it a little bit tougher and probably change their play call to a passing play.
Yeah, I would imagine. Well, they had all the receivers, and now they're going to line them up on the far side, at least 3 of them.
Shotgun formation for Cleves. Single back, he'll go in motion. That's Barnes. Quarterback Cleves rolls. Wide open receiver at the 35. He's got the first down and then some, all the way up to the 39.5, maybe the 40.
And he's made a couple of big catches there. That's number 13 again.
Yep.
Julian Harvey on the reception.
Well, it's really tough, and he was just wide open that time. You can't cover everybody is what it seemed to happen if you have double coverage on anybody.
And we had Travis Fee beating down on the quarterback, but didn't get there in time. But he was putting a little pressure on him.
War Eagles up to the line of scrimmage. Cleves will be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. 2 wide receiver set on either side. It'll be sidecar left. Handoff up back. Boy, a big hole up the middle. They get good running room all the way up to around the 48-yard line.
Zion Walker tripped him up, but a nice little running play there. No doubt about it, that time by Ransom.
Yeah, Ransom, the leading ball carrier. They'll keep pounding the middle of that field. Like I say, they got a pretty good size offensive line.
Picked up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2 as they approach the midfield stripe.
They'll get their play call from the coach on the near side. Cleves will be in the gun. This time, number 3, Barnes will be the single back in the backfield. 2 receivers set near side. Here's a snap. Cleves looking, set up the screen to number 3, who gets it. Barnes cuts it to the outside, but he goes to the turf in a hurry.
Incomplete pass as he setting up the screen, and Suwannee read that. I don't know that would have produced much, but anyway, incomplete pass, and now 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, Delwyn Allen, he kind of had that one read all the way out of there. Did a great job on the defensive end position.
They converted on 3rd down the last time they had the opportunity. That was a 3rd and 8 after an illegal procedure. And now a 3rd and 2. And let's see if the Dogs can come up with a stop here.
Let's see. This time they'll go with Cleves. He's just in the gun by himself. Stacked receivers. They're all in tight. Now they'll move Ransom to his left.
And
we might have lined
Suwannee,
up.
Yep, Suwannee wants a timeout.
Yeah.
Dogs call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 6:43 to play here in the second quarter. 7-7 tie ball game at Wakulla High School. It's Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Suwannee High Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Audio only. This is kind of like the old radio days here.
Yeah.
Now, we stepped it up this year and got cameras and everything, and they won't let us use them here on the road at Wakulla. First time we've run into that.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm telling you, we went all the way up there in Georgia.
Yeah. They allowed us to use them there.
Yeah.
We used them in Lake City, over in Jacksonville, Tallahassee, all over the place. And, this is why I love home ball games, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
The friendly confines of Paul Langford.
Can't beat it.
Man. All right, big 3rd down coming up here after the timeout. Let's see if the Dogs come up with a stop. 3rd and 2, Wakulla at the 48.
Yeah, and they kind of changed their formation as we changed defenses. 2 receivers set near side. Ransom be long back to the right of Cleves. Now they'll bring motion and hand off to that motion back. Thought he's going to throw it. He is. He's wide open. I'm talking about quarantine. Is number 13. The Dogs dodge a bullet.
That was a lucky break for the Suwannee Bulldogs and he's made plays all night long, Harvey. They did the double pass. That's the play that Suwannee scored on last week, and it was the exact same play. Suwannee was burnt on it, and 13 was quarantined all alone. The pass hit him, and he was looking to run before he got possession of the football and an incomplete pass.
Yeah, he had to stop for the football. I think that's what got him. It went through his hands and bounced off his knees. Incomplete.
Wow.
And I still don't know if they're going to try to get us to jump off sides. It's only 4th and 2 from right around the 48.
They're in punt formation.
They got their quarterback back there who is Cleese. I'd be defense, but no, but they're going to punt it away. But this is shanked off the side of the foot, and if it'll get out of bounds, we should have great field position somewhere around the 38.
No doubt about it.
Boy, the official's still walking. They got to see that themselves.
And he's going to walk down to around the 35-yard line, and that's where Suwannee will take over possession of the football, tied up at 7 with 6:26 left to go here in the second quarter of action.
Wow.
Been kind of a crazy game, and as this game started, I thought we were going to be into a kind of a track meet kind of game, but it's kind of settled down, and defense is starting to play a little bit.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
The Suwannee Quarterback Club is a group of dedicated fans and supporters of Suwannee Bulldog football. To become a member of the Quarterback Club, get in touch with any of the current members or visit their Facebook page at Suwannee QB Club, Inc. Or you can email SuwanneeQBClub@gmail.com. Become a dog insider by joining the Suwannee Quarterback Club today.
Suwannee up to the line of scrimmage. We got stacked receivers on either side. A short slot, shotgun formation. 4-man front, and the quarterback Sykes is going to have to run it. Up to the 35, still on his feet. He'll cross the 40, be banged down close to the 42. Boy, good pickup.
It was, and I'm not sure if that was by design or he just took off because he had to. But anyway, Sykes, man, he's got kind of some nifty moves out there. And I was talking to him about his running stats, and he's got negative yardage because of the sacks he's taken this year. But that's going to help out, right?
Yeah. He took your word and said he's going to try to get him back.
Got 8 there.
Suwannee's got it at the 42. It'll be second down and 2. We're looking at now a 5-man front, maybe even 6 if you want to talk about the backers lined up on the line of scrimmage. They bring a blitz from the outside. We're going to throw it. Wide open is Lopez. Wide open is Lopez. He makes the catch. 30, still on the feet. 20. Somebody say, oh, my. Kiss that dog goodbye. Give them dog 6.
Lopez, after he burnt the defensive back, he got to about the 3-yard line, and he stopped, and he walked into the end zone. 50 down dogs.
57 yards. Wow, how did he get that wide open?
Well, M.J. Rawson came back and lined up at the running back spot, and it looked like he was going to get the carry. He was a decoy on that play that allowed Lopez to slip out there, and he got behind that secondary, made the catch, and then he was able to get to the end zone by shaking a tackler, and I'm telling you, he walked into the end zone.
Sykes to Lopez. The all-important extra point. A.J. Hitt will attempt that. The holder will be Brooks. That'll be right at the 10-yard line. Here's the snap. A good one. Down on the tee. It's up. Boy, that hammer knocker looks good from here.
It is good. And the Suwannee Bulldogs take a 14-7 lead now over Wakulla. 5:35 to play second quarter. It's dog ball on rivercountrysports.com.
Now is the perfect time to earn a career in a year with River Oak Technical College. With over 19 career and technical education programs to choose from, River Oak provides high-quality instruction, hands-on learning, and support every step of the way. Get the training you need to earn industry-recognized credentials and licensures and launch a high-wage career right here in your community. From academic and financial advisement to personalized mentoring and coaching, River Oak is dedicated to helping you succeed without breaking the bank. Join us at River Oak Technical College, where we grow futures.
58-yard touchdown catch by Noah Lopez from Thomas Sykes. The point after good, and Suwannee got now 14-7. I like that. 2-play drive.
Yeah, that was a good one. I was wondering if Lopez wasn't as open as their receiver, number 13, Harvey.
I know.
He almost had to wait on him.
I was thinking the same thing you were. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. It's Lopez with them sure hands. He held on to it. And then made a little shake and bake move and was able to get, because I thought he was going to get tackled even if he did hang on.
Oh, yeah.
But he's able to shake that would-be tackler and get to the end zone. Noah Lopez.
Mercy. That was a good play for the Dogs of Suwannee.
And for Lopez, that was his second touchdown reception of the year, if I have my stats right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good dude.
More of the possession receiver to get those first downs, but that time down the football field.
Well, he's a possession receiver. He's starting to make some moves and get open deep on that one. We might have to change that moniker.
Yeah, we may have to do that.
Noah Deep Ball Lopez.
This time, I think it'll be Godbolt and Thomas. They'll be back deep for Wakulla. They'll stand right around the 5-yard line. This time we'll do that little pooch kick, and we're coming down here after it, but it's going to go out of bounds.
Went out of bounds. Suwannee hustled down there trying to get an extra possession, but that ball scooted out of bounds. And so Wakulla will have the ball. They can take it there. They could force a re-kick. Let's see what they elect to do. They can have it at 35.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're going to do. That's pretty good field position.
Well, that's like here lately, it seems like everybody's got a speedster or a great returner, and you just try to kick it away from them.
The Dogs kind of mixing it up. They did kick it deep one time. They pooched it a couple times, so keep them guessing. So got a couple of big old dogs out there right now. Got some beef. Got Devontae Beasley. He's going to be one of our guests at halftime on the player spotlight, but also right beside him, you got big old number 45 standing out there, Jakari Brown, and they're going to plug up that middle.
Yeah, Brown, just a 10th grader.
Yeah.
A big one.
Big future.
Shotgun formation for Owen Cleese. War Eagles got split backs, and actually Cleese going to keep it himself. Boy, he rode him all the way in there. Cleese to the 45, and you can't cover them all, but you got to be able to do that.
Yeah, and that was a nice job, though, by Cleese, because it looked like he was handing the ball off, and he just held on to it, and he snatched it back and took off, and nobody was on him. And he ends up picking up a big first down for Wakulla.
Yeah, and Cleese a lot more speed than you think he would have as he shot through that hole when he did finally keep the football.
12-yard pickup by the quarterback.
Gets all the way up to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Wakulla. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Ransom. He'll get to his left. They got a short slot. 2 receivers set. Hand off to Ransom. Boy, big haul up the middle. Across the 40. Still on his feet. And he's going to drag Rawson all the way to around the 31.
MJ was our last hope, and he finally got him to the ground.
Yeah.
But Ransom got yellow gloves on. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but took the handoff in those yellow gloves. He just went flashing through that line. Big run. All the way down to the 32-yard line of the Dogs.
Suwannee will be in a 4-man front. Wakulla winning the line of scrimmage on that particular play.
I just talked about our big beef up front.
Yeah. And they ran right by.
Yeah.
The receivers will swap. Well, actually, one's going to come off the field. 2 receivers set on either side. Cleese, quick pass out to the outside, complete to number 7, and that's Avion Thomas. And we'll drive him out of bounds around the 27, well, maybe the 25 with his forward progress.
Rawson with the tackle. The game was good for about 7.
Via the quick pass. That's hard to defend. I mean, it's just hard to do anything about it, especially when you're backed off the line of scrimmage about 5 to 7 yards. Shotgun formation for Cleese once again. This time, I think it'll be Barnes will be to his left. He'll take the handoff straight ahead. Boy, runs over one dog, and he'll pound his way close to the 15.
Ran over Clay Starling.
Yeah.
And a little bit of extracurricular out there. The official reached for his flag and then put it back away.
Yeah, they've been letting them play, and that was Ransom on the carry, their go-to running back.
Got it all the way down to the 16-yard line, so inside that Roundtree more Ford red zone.
Suwannee leads at 14-7. We're under the 4-minute mark here of the second quarter. We need a takeaway. We need a fumble.
Yeah, and it seems this is the way it goes for Suwannee. They get up, and then the other team comes back, and kind of like last week, back and forth, back and forth.
Shotgun formation. They got a short slot. And Ransom will be to his right. Handoff once again to him. We stand him up at the line of scrimmage, and his offensive lineman's trying to pull him forward, but that is not going to happen. He makes it all the way to the 15, maybe the nose of his football inside that.
That time the beef wins.
Yeah.
Suwannee's big boys did a nice job of plugging it up, and then Travis Speed come up and made the tackle. So second down, give him a gain of 2? Maybe 3.
Wyatt Brown checks out of the game for Wakulla. Single back in the backfield. Cleese will be the quarterback. We got a wide receiver split way outside the hashes on the far side. Little play action, and Cleese going to roll that way. Wide open receiver at the 10. Down to the 5. Somebody 4, 3, 2, 1. And they got a touchdown, and I think that might have been Ransom if it's number 8. If it's 9, it'll be
It's
Nicholas.
9. Yeah, that's who it was. And quarterback that time, nice job of play action. Fakes the handoff. Looks like he was going to be a running play, and then he just rolled out and found his man dragging across the middle. Nobody was on him. Touchdown, Wakulla.
That was just a great play design. And
it was.
Nicholas was out there pretty much by himself, but then he had to break 2 tackles inside the 5, and he scored that all-important touchdown.
At the 2:59 mark, and they're an extra point away of tying it up once again.
Number 81, Carenza, attempts that, and it's up, and it's good.
He's a left-footed kick.
Yeah.
Point after kick is good, and we're tied up once again It's 14 all right here at Wakulla High School. Suwannee Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. It's time to sign the kids up for soccer. Suwannee Parks and Recreation on Silas Drive in Live Oak is conducting registration in November for the 2024-25 season. Registration runs from November 4th through December 1st. Register early to save. Soccer is open for boys and girls ages 5 to 13 with 4 different age divisions: 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 13 and under. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwanneeParks.com. Well, Andy, you didn't think it was going to be easy. And Suwannee never makes it easy on themselves. You know, earlier in the game, it looked like we were going to go up 14-0 and get a little breathing room, and then a pick six for 95 yards the other way.
Oh, yeah.
Tied up at 7, and then we get the lead there on a nice little 2-play drive. It looked like we were going to have a little breathing room once again. They come right down the field and tie things up. All tied up now at 14 as only just under 3 minutes to go until halftime.
Yeah, and the officials are letting them play. I mean, there's a couple of penalties, really offsides or illegal procedure.
I'm actually okay
I'm with
that.
it. Yeah, I am too. Let them play football. Well, we'll see what happens here. We'll see if Kobe Carranza kicks it away or he does a pooch kick. I'll be looking for that pooch. Fryer and number 5, Rawson will be back deep. We stand around the 6. This time, they'll kick it to the far side. Fryer will retrieve it right around the 18. Fryer goes to the far side of the field. He's going to try to get a block for Rawson. Fryer to the 35, to the 40. Fryer to the 35, to the 50. Fryer to the 45 on the other side. And we get knocked down at the 43.
A nice kick return. You know, they're kicking it away from number 5. Yeah. But number 10's dangerous in his own right. And he just had a nice return there to get it into Wakulla territory. And Suwannee's going to have great field position to begin this drive.
They will. And the thing about it, he got a good block from Rawson. And actually, I thought we'd just carry it straight up the field, but no, he runs to Rawson's side. They got the block set up, and we get a great return.
That's where we had the wedge. But he got it. Sometimes you can't get to that wedge.
Yeah. Good field position. We'll have it at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Dogs. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to do here before the end of the first half. See if we can tack on 7 more and not give up 7. Rawson will be to the near side, trips to the far side of the field. We got a short slot or an H-back. Shotgun formation, Sykes. Here's the snap. Step up in the pocket. Sykes going to do a little spin move. Boy, I thought he was going to get hammered. He may have picked up a yard, maybe 2. We'll see where they spot him.
And he did take a little punishment at the end of that run, but he had to scramble with the football and got it back to the line of scrimmage, and it ends up with a gain of 1. And he actually may have injured a Wakulla player.
Yeah. He may have punished one of them.
But a nice job of scrambling with nothing open. This takes up, and that Wakulla player just had a little stinger. He's back up and now going to have to come off the field after that.
Yeah, for one play. I believe that's number 23.
Dogs at the 43-yard line after the 1-yard quarterback scramble. So 2nd and 9 coming up for Suwannee with 2:30. Now the clock's running here to go in the second quarter.
Of course, we kind of huddled up on the far sideline right around the 50 on our side of the field.
Now, teams don't do that traditional huddle like they used to.
Dogs up at the line of scrimmage, getting down to the 2-minute mark. Brody Bean, he's going to be, I'm just going to call him an H-back. Stacked wide receivers, shotgun formation, 4-man front. They bring a blitz. We're looking. We're going to have to run it again. Spin move by Sykes, and maybe he just got it another yard.
Yeah, it was exactly the same thing that just happened. So 2 plays in a row, Sykes back to pass, can't find anybody open, and ends up scrambling and doing a little spinning and trying to get back to that line of scrimmage. He did.
That's it.
But no gain, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I'm just wanting to pick up 10 yards. I'm thinking a field goal range, but we're thinking big, and it's down to the 1:30 mark here of the second quarter. 14-14 ball games. Shotgun formation, trips to the near side. Bean will be the H-back on the near side. We got one of our receivers, which is Rawson. He's in tight on the far side. Here's the snap. We're looking down the field to Lopez. He'll make the catch right around the 32 with our forward progress. Should have a first down.
And a late flag comes
flying in.
That was
way late.
Yeah, it was. And it was thrown right to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and Bean loses his helmet and all that melee. He'll have to come out of the ball game for a play.
And they're going to call holding on Suwannee.
Okay.
Wow. And they've been letting him play all night, but they don't let him get away with a hold there.
That's one I need instant replay.
Yeah.
I'm talking home cooking.
Yeah, that's probably why they don't allow cameras.
Exactly.
So we'll get the down over, but this is going to be backed up 10 yards.
Yeah, that's going to back it all the way up to the 47-yard line.
I think about 30-19.
3rd and 19 for the Dogs of Suwannee, and I don't know if we got one of them in the playbook, but we will see.
Well, that last play would have worked.
You just don't want to turn it over. You got 75 ticks left on the clock before the end of the first half.
And Lopez had the first down after that catch, but now 3rd and 19.
Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. Trips to the far side of the field. Single receiver. They got a safety blitz from the outside. He comes all the way to the quarterback and strips the football. And Wakulla's going to get it at the 39.
Well, it looked to me like his arm was in motion. Let's see what the officials determine here. They think they have the football, and the officials say, yes, you do. So Wakulla comes up with a turnover. Back after this timeout, Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Pleased with the pass, and wow, on that play, they had an open receiver all the way down to the 10. They'll get it inside the 10. They are knocking on the Suwannee door. My, how things just changed so quickly.
Boy, it was one play and a big play all the way down there to number 12, makes the catch, Jaden Jean. And now they've got 1st and goal, Wakulla does, with 1:01 left on that clock here in the second quarter.
Well, that's what turnovers will do for you. Pick six, and then all of a sudden you get stripped with a blitz because we missed the block. They're knocking on the Suwannee door. Cleese in there, in the gun. Hand off to Ransom. He'll come near side. He'll just drag a board all the way down to around the 2.
2nd and goal, Wakulla. And the clock is running, 50 seconds counting. Left to go in this first half. Suwannee trying to hold on to a tie game here.
See if they spike it or they run it. Cleese in the gun. Hand off to Ransom once again. Takes it straight ahead. We got him by the back of the jelly bowl. Big 45. Drug him down.
Brown drug him down.
Yeah. At the 1.
And that's going to force a timeout by Wakulla, which will stop the clock with 38 seconds left to go until halftime. Suwannee trying to hang on. They're down to the 1-yard line with a 3rd and goal. And Dogs need a goal line stand here. It'd be nice to hold them to a field goal.
Well, about our only chance right now with them knocking on the door at the 1 is a fumble or a botched snap, and we hadn't seen one of those.
Not a whole lot going on as far as high school football in our area. A total of 84 high school games around the state tonight. But in this area, not a whole lot going on. We do know that Williston on the road at Hardee County. Both teams 5-4. East Side is at South Sumter. And those are the only rest of the games all down in Central and South Florida. Friday night, Bell will be at home. The Bell Bulldogs will be hosting Interlochen. And that's among 17 games to be played tomorrow. And then that's the end of the regular season. And the playoffs will begin next week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo.
It moves fast.
Yeah, it goes fast. Just like life sometimes.
Yeah.
The older you get, the faster it goes. Shotgun formation for Wakulla, knocking on the Suwannee door. Split backs in the backfield. That'll be Barnes. Boy, this time under center. Roll. Wide open receiver. The football. And we dodge a bullet. That's the second one they dropped.
You've dodged it for now, but let's see what they do on 4th and goal here. They're going to go for it. Still 34 seconds left to go in the second quarter, or they kick the 3 here. Let's see what they do. They had a wide open receiver. And that's 2 drops that they've had on 2 sure touchdowns.
It surely was. I think they'll just run the football this time. And they had the wide open receiver.
And I was surprised they didn't run a quarterback sneak that last time, to be honest with you.
That was Jaden Jean that came out from that slot position and just faded out of there and just over the goal line. He was wide open.
They are going for it. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
All right, let's see the big running backs in there. Ransom. And they got an extra player on the field. Hold on now. That's illegal something. Ought to be.
Well, it's a timeout.
We call it a timeout.
It's a timeout by Suwannee. And so Suwannee's going to talk about this goal line stand. College football coming up on Saturday at noon. You've got some pretty good ball games. Florida Gators travel out to 5th-ranked Texas. Those Longhorns probably going to be pretty mad about things after taking that first loss of the year.
Yeah, they probably will. And I tell you, that's a long trip and on the road and against Texas. Boy, that's going to be a tough one.
That's an SEC game.
Yeah.
21.5-point favorite, the Longhorns at home. Meanwhile, Miami, number 4 in the country, they're an 11-point favorite at Georgia Tech. Remember last year, they should have taken a knee. Did not. Georgia Tech got away with that victory. Let's see if we get revenge this year in Atlanta. Also at noon, you've got South Florida, USF, hosting Navy. Navy, a 3-point favorite coming into that one. At 3:30, how about this one? Number 3, Georgia, and number 16, Ole Miss.
That's going to be a tough one. I tell you what, Georgia kind of dodged a bullet last week. And like I said, slow starters, if you start slow this week, you might be in trouble.
Those Gators, I tell you what, they were getting confidence and more confidence, and then they lost their quarterback, but they still hung in there as best they could there in the second half. But Georgia's going to have to play a little bit better than that.
Yeah. I see we got the beef in the center. They got their good running back, Ransom, right there, but Cleese can run it himself. Cleese will be in the gun this time and not under center. Single receiver near side, long snap count, hand off to Ransom, straight ahead. He's bowling, and they give him a touchdown. He just did get the football over the goal line, but you can tack on 6 for the War Eagles, and wow.
Yeah, had in shotgun formation, so instead of, the ball was at the 1, but in the gun, he's back at around the 5. But hits that line of scrimmage, big collision right there, and he just bowls forward. He gets just enough to cross that plane, touchdown Wakulla, and they take the lead.
Mercy.
With 31 seconds left to go until the half.
Now the all-important extra point, which he's been pretty good, the left-footed kicker, Carranza. Down on the tee up, and it is good.
So the point after kick is good. And Wakulla, correct me if I'm wrong, but their first lead in this ballgame.
Yeah, it is.
21-14, the War Eagles leading the Suwannee Bulldogs. Still a little bit of time left, and let's see if Suwannee can get a good return and maybe get a nice play, or how about we just run one back?
We need to run one back. We got a great return with Fryer on the last time, all the way down to their 45.
College football game Saturday night. You've got UCF at Arizona State. That'll be a wild game. That's a 7 o'clock kick. Arizona State, 2.5-point favorites coming into that one. Also at 7 o'clock, I'm looking forward to this. Always a good rivalry when Alabama goes to LSU. Alabama ranked 11th, LSU 15th. Battle of 6 and 2 clubs, and the Tide, a 3-point favorite on the road. I don't know, night games in Baton Rouge, that's a tough place to win.
It is, and I tell you what, that ought to be a good ball game. That's the one you can sit in the old armchair.
And then flip around and see if those Seminoles can come up with a miracle as they play a 10th-ranked Notre Dame, and the Irish a 26-point favorite coming into that one.
Let's see, Fryer and Rawson will switch sides. Both will be around the 10 or 12-yard line. We'll get an onside kick. We're going to retrieve right around the 37. That'll stop the clock with 31 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, nice job, Fred Cooks. He jumped on that football, so Suwannee will have possession, but not a lot of time to work with. Just 30 seconds left to go until halftime. So only 1 second ran off the clock there on covering that onside kick. Yeah. And the line of scrimmage will be the 37. Suwannee at their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10. So let's see if the Dogs come in wide open here and try to work the ball down the field in a hurry, or we just play conservative and get in the locker room.
Well, unless you're going to throw it way down the football field, I mean, I don't see throwing nothing short. But I don't know if I see a running back either. So I would look for that or double pass. Where's Fryer at? I got to get a beat on him. Rawson will be to the near side. Fryer will be to the far side of the field.
Max protection.
Yeah. Shotgun formation. We're looking at a 3-man front. Rawson comes in motion. He'll go to the same side with the other 3 receivers. And we're going to try to put it up way down the football field for Fryer. And they knock it away.
Yeah, knocked away. Nice defensive play that time by the Wakulla War Eagles. I believe that was 7, maybe on Thomas on the coverage there.
It was. And, if you can make the catch down there, you would have enough time to at least get a couple of plays and attempt a field goal if you can't score.
Well, and you had Rawson underneath, and he was open. He was kind of the safety valve, but they were trying to get the big play down the field to Fryer.
See what happens here. Dogs out of the huddle. I don't guess I should be surprised we're throwing the football.
They also got Walker outside. He's got some good speed.
Trips to the far side, single receiver near side. This time they may bring the blitz, 3-man front, and they do from the outside. We pick up the blitz, throw in the middle. Lopez makes the catch across the 50-yard line, and he'll be down right there. They'll move the sticks and stop the clock.
Momentarily, clock stopped. Only 17 seconds left to go. Let's see if the Dogs can spike the ball here.
I think we're going to throw it. Well, you better spike it in a hurry. Wow, they hit our center before we spiked it. It should be a 5-yard penalty.
There's a penalty flag. And 12 seconds left to go until halftime. It's either offsides or a personal foul. Let's see how they call it. But they make contact before the snap of the football.
Well, they did, and the official's going to talk about it and see if they call that on us.
They're just
Yeah, I knew that was happening.
False start on Suwannee, really? But even if it is, you can't come across
the center. That's all it could be.
Yeah. Well, you can't come and pop the other side. I mean, it's a free pop. You can't get away with that. Well, they did here. But anyway, here we go.
Wow, up to the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to spike it.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 seconds left on the clock.
And not a lot of time. Maybe, everybody go deep here.
Well, I don't know if I'd try that double pass unless I'm sure they saw that on the film last week. We trail by 7. 10 ticks left on the clock before the end of the first half.
Yeah, that 5-yard penalty. I really thought that was going the other way. And right after we gave the officials credit for letting them play,
we've had a couple of flags.
A couple of bad ones, too.
Yeah, we have.
All right, 10 seconds left to go here. It'll be a 2nd down and 15.
We'll have trips. They'll be in tight to the near side. Single receiver on the top side of your dial. Sights a lot of pressure. He's going to be sacked. No, it's away from being sacked. Still got receivers down the field. He chunks it to the sideline. We get out of bounds at the 32. We got time to kick a field goal, and that's it, unless you go into the end zone.
Well, you got less than a second. 0.4 as Brooks steps out of bounds. He makes the catch. And how about Houdini back there? Number 4, Thomas Sykes. How did he do that?
I don't know how he got out of the grass.
I don't either. They pick up a big first down. We've got the ball now at the 32-yard line. So if you did try the field goal here, you're talking about a 50-yarder.
Yeah, 49.
And I think we're going to just take another shot at the end zone.
Okay. See what happens here. Brody Bean's going to be the lone back in the backfield. He'll be for protection. 3-man front for Wakulla. Sykes in the gun. Trips on the far side. We're going to throw it to Rawson. He'll be in man. They push this out of bounds across the middle. It gets tipped and knocked down at the 5. It'll be incomplete. And this will be how we go into half, 21-14.
Yeah, tried to force that ball into coverage that time, and probably fortunate for us it was knocked down. That could have been picked and headed the other way, but an incomplete pass. And we come to halftime with your score, Wakulla 21 and Suwannee 14. It's Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, pad, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the 3rd generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS store of Live Oak handle all of your packing, and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on the riverofcountrysports.com.
It's time to sign the kids up for soccer. Suwannee Parks and Recreation on Silas Drive in Live Oak is conducting registration in November for the 2024-25 season. Registration runs from November 4th through December 1st. Register early to save. Soccer is open for boys and girls ages 5 to 13 with 4 different age divisions: 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 13 and under. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwanneeParks.com.
It's time now for a Bulldog Player Spotlight, brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie and Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
And it's halftime here of the Wakulla game as the Suwannee Bulldogs on the road tonight. And it's time for Player Spotlight. Player Spotlight tonight with a couple of the big dogs. Now, we've actually already recorded this interview, but the game didn't get played, and so the questions are out of date, so we've got to do it again. Are you guys more comfortable here second time around?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We've got number 55, Reese Bronson here, along number 58, Cavante Beasley. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Great. Okay. All right, good and great. I like that. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the Suwannee Bulldogs. We're here at the end of the regular season. And you guys got to be feeling a little bit better about things after 3 straight wins.
For sure. Definitely coming back, playing more as a team.
Seems like that offensive line is gelling a little bit better. We're starting to move some piles up front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely coming together as a unit. I love that.
Because, we need you guys up front. We've had injuries at the running back position, and it's kind of by committee right now. So without your push, nothing gets done. But I just feel like you guys have done a great job. But you feel the same way?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Over these past couple of games, we've been struggling, but now we're coming together as a unit. And like you said, doing a lot better.
Yeah. What about that defensive front? What do you think, Cavante? Are we getting better there?
Getting better every day.
Okay. I want to see a sack. I want to see you get back there. I want to call your name and beat my chest a little bit.
Tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Okay, I like that. Good deal. So what do you guys think as far as the team? We struggled early. We had some question marks, losing a little confidence, but here we are into the season. We know we're going to make the playoffs. What's our confidence level like right now?
Very high.
You
very
say
high.
Very high.
Yeah. You guys don't fear anybody out there?
No.
Would you like to get another crack against Godby?
Oh, man. Been waiting at that.
Yeah. No doubt about it. They are the district champions, and they beat us on their home field, but might match up with them again in the playoffs. We'll see how things go. But first things first, got to take care of Wakulla tonight. Let me talk to you guys about what's going on in the classroom. Everything good there?
Yep. A's and B's.
Okay.
A's, B's.
Really? Okay. So honor roll then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. That's good to hear. So, what are your plans past high school? Have you thought about that?
I think I want to be a fighter. So
Okay.
go to firefighter college straight out of high school. So
I took a little firefighter training when I was in the service, and
oh, really?
yeah, you got it, man. Tell you what, it takes a special breed to do something like that. To run
Sir.
into the fire when everybody else is running away. And so that's a great occupation, man.
Sir.
Good luck with that. What about you, Cavante? What do you want to do?
Get my CDL license.
Then you want to be a truck driver?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I asked you in the other interview that we didn't air that. Where do you want to go? And you said all over the country. And I said, well, what about being an ice road trucker in Alaska? You kind of bonked at that a little bit.
I don't know about that.
You might need some training for that, how to drive. But, the cool thing about being a trucker, and a member of the family used to do that, doesn't do it anymore, he's retired, but you see everything. I mean, you go everywhere. You look forward to that, seeing America?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Canada, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. All right. Well, first we got to get through high school. So anybody you want to say hello to might be watching the stream tonight, want to send a shout out to?
Both my parents, mom and dad.
Okay.
My mama, long live T.
All right, good. Any questions for me or anything you want to ask each other? No?
Not that I can think of.
Who on the team keeps things loose? Is there somebody in the locker room? Coaches are one thing, but I mean, just fellow players, just to kind of keep the spirits up.
Lorenzo Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he keeps y'all.
Yeah.
Man, keeps things light.
Yeah.
Who's that rah-rah guy? That guy that gets you fired up and got to get that, come on, guys. I mean, who's that guy?
Big Will.
Yeah.
Big Will.
Yeah, Big Will.
That surprised me a little bit. Okay. That's good. You need a guy like that on the team to just kind of, because coaches can tell you, and parents can tell you, but I mean, you hear it from one of your mates. That's a whole different message.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you guys taking time out to talk to me here, and I want to wish you good luck for the rest of the season and good luck in your futures.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you've been watching Player Spotlight. Stay tuned. Bulldog Bark coming up next on RiverCountrySports.com.
Tonight's Player Spotlight was brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie at Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
The Bulldog Bark on RiverCountrySports.com is brought to you by Morgan Tree and Debris.
Hi, I'm Keith Hunter, and this is the Bulldog Bark. Well, tonight we're doing a special recap of a very special football season. First, we're going to get a shout out to the Bulldog football team who played very well throughout this football campaign. The Dogs had a lot of close defeats early on. They found themselves in a few blowout games, but then of course the Dogs showed their resiliency as they started winning down the stretch. And the way they played the last few weeks, they're going to be a tough team if we can get into the high school playoffs. The Bulldogs played the great game of the year this past Friday night, facing Bulldog great Hall of Famer Bill Reagans, now the head coach of Charles High School. And if you missed the game, you can go back and check this game out on RiverCountrySports.com. Now, speaking of RiverCountrySports.com, they are the MVP of this past football season, bringing streaming to Suwannee County. But I'm telling you, and for those who couldn't make it to the game, it was just awesome to be able to watch the game in the comfort of your own home. And again, as we recap this season, I do want to send a special shout out to all the interviewees who I interviewed this football season. They joined me, first of all, Coach Terry Mixon, my coach, who coached me in football, basketball, and baseball. Also, he was from the class of 1974. Also was glad to be joined by Tommy Randolph from the class of 1974 as well. Tommy was the quarterback. A special shout out is going out to Rodney McClendon. Rodney, you knocked the interview out the park. Special thank you to Kaffa Owens, the Hall of Famer herself, who also is the mother of Hall of Famer Andre Davis. Kaffa, great job this year as always. And again, sending a special shout out to the soccer coach who joined us this football season. Special shout out who goes to Andy Day, who took the time out from Miss Omides and Hunker Downs to join us on the Bulldog Bar. Gonna send a special thank you out and a special shout out to former Bulldog Athletic Director Hunter Abercrombie for joining me on the Bulldog Bar this year. Great job, and keep continuing to support the Bulldog football in the way that you do. Special shout out going out to my nephew Marquise Javon Hunter, who took the time out from his busy schedule with Little League football, to join us on the Bulldog Bar. Marquise, keep doing a great job with the football team. Those young players are going to grow up to be Suwannee Bulldogs one day. And then finally, Bulldog Faithful, I want to send a special congratulations to Tom Daniels on your induction to the Bulldog Sports Hall of Fame. And I look forward to talking to you soon about Bulldog football one more time. And again, a great job to all of you who have been involved in Bulldog football on Monday nights. Also the production crew, the camera guys, Tammy, and all you guys. You guys have did a great job, and you have been a force to be reckoned with. I'm now sending it back now as we conclude this Bulldog Bark. I'm Keith Hunter, and we'll see you again next week right here. We'll see you then. Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Back here at Wakulla High School, halftime, and your score, Wakulla 21, Suwannee 14. I will say this, it's a nice facility here at Wakulla, even though they treat us rudely, wouldn't let us have cameras. But anyway, a nice facility, and they play good music on the PA.
Yeah, they do.
So I'll give them that.
Good music, beautiful field. I mean, with the, I guess you can call it, it's really not turf, AstroTurf, like I'll call it turfus.
Yeah, like
Right.
in the old days, it looked like carpet. No, it's kind of like not like that, but it is an artificial surface.
Yeah.
And certainly going to have, I mean, it's just a different surface if you're not used to it and you don't have the right cleats on. I mean, it could be a problem, but Suwannee seems to have adjusted pretty well to it.
Yeah.
Jamie Watcher from the Lake City Reporter, not here tonight, but he was nice enough to give me halftime stats. Morgan McCullen is down here covering the ball game for the Lake City Reporter. You can check all the action. You won't get better coverage of Suwannee football anywhere else. So check out the Lake City Reporter. Not only find out about Suwannee, but you can find out about other teams in the area as well, including the Columbia High Tigers and the Fort White Indians. As far as our halftime stats, 243 passing yards, 11 of 18 for Sykes. He's thrown a touchdown, but an interception. We've also fumbled the ball once and lost that fumble. 2 penalties for 16 yards. This is a pretty tough stat. We've only completed 1 of 5 on third down conversions, and that's been a bit of a problem. And then rushing yards, 11 carries, just 9 yards. Well, we have 9 first down. All the damage has been through the air.
Yeah, it has. And, it cost us 1 touchdown, but really not Sykes' fault as far as that's concerned. And then the other takeaway they got was on a blitz. They ran from the way outside. I guess you can call that a corner blitz or whatever. And they got the ball back and got a short score out of that. And that's why they're ahead 21-14 when we were thinking there early that they would with Suwannee, it'd be 14-0 and then have some momentum.
That's exactly right. Suwannee went down and scored, took a 7-0 lead, and then Wakulla fumbled the ball, and Bulldogs were able to recover that. Went down the field, looked like we were going to score again, had the ball down to the 3-yard line, but a bad snap pushed us back to the 21, and then threw a pass to Logan Brooks. It went off of him and popped up in the air, and doggone if Wakulla didn't pick it out of the air and go 95 yards the other way.
Yeah, it's just I'm telling you. But it's been a heck of a ball game, a defensive battle, and if we can get some takeaways in the second half, make some big plays, and stop their big plays, and try to come away with a big old victory.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's a simple formula. That's all you got to do. NFL games coming up this Sunday. The Jacksonville Jaguars have a home game on Sunday, 1 o'clock. They'll be hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Jags come in at 2-7 on the year.
Wow.
Minnesota comes in a 7-point favorite, but go Jags. Hopefully they can get that home win. Tampa Bay will be at home this Sunday. They'll be hosting San Francisco. 49ers come in as a 6-point favorite. Niners 500 on the year, 4-4, and Tampa at 4-5. And then Monday night, the Miami Dolphins will play with their 2-6 records. They're on the road to the West Coast, taking on the LA Rams.
Well, the Rams are a little bit tough.
Yeah. Hey, check out the Suwannee Coaches Show at rivercountrysports.com. The program airs Mondays during the season, live from 7 to 8 p.m. and then archived on our website. You can join host TJ Vickers and dog head coach Kyler Hall from our downtown Pool Realty Studios. Enjoy Keith Hunter and the Bulldog Bark, plus a dog blast. That's sponsored by Howard Street Dry Cleaners. And the Coaches Show is brought to you by Wes Haney Chevrolet and supported by Hardee's of Live Oak. The Suwannee Coaches Show exclusively on rivercountrysports.com. Now, I say Monday. Normally it is on Monday, but this Monday is Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So the Coaches Show will air live on Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. And then, of course, archived on rivercountrysports.com. There's always something happening at the Spirit of Suwannee Music Park and Campground. For updated information on events, festivals, camping, cabins, check out their website, musicliveshere.com. They've got live music going on tonight, again tomorrow night. Always live music on the weekends there at the SOS. So check that out, the SOS Music Park, Spirit of Suwannee Music Park and Campground, US 129 at the Suwannee River between Live Oak and Jasper. I was looking at the schedules for the two teams, and the Suwannee Bulldogs coming into the year, kind of trying to find themselves offensively, and a little bit slow out of the gate. Had the kickoff classic against Bishop Kenny. Lost that game 10-20. That was a non-counter. Then going over to Columbia, and Columbia was down to their backup quarterback. I had a wide receiver playing quarterback. Played a 0-0 first half. We just could not score in that ball game. Credit the Columbia defense. But I feel like if Suwannee would have played them a little later in the year, we'd have had enough offense to win that ball.
Yeah, I think we would have thrown it down the field.
Yeah. But 13-0, Columbia got the win that night. That's how we started the season. Bounced back against Lafayette and then started a long losing streak. Madison, Godby, Appling County in Georgia, lost to Baker County. But then 3 wins in a row have turned things around. Wins over Taylor County, Atlantic Coast, and Childs. And now here at Wakulla, Suwannee trying to end the regular season on a high note.
And the good thing, we will get the football to start off the second half. So that's always a positive. Also, a big old Bulldog howdy, the old Kobe Campbell, he turned 21 just the other day. Boy,
Legal.
Yeah, he's legal now. And also, I want to wish my Aunt Barbara Ann a happy 90th birthday. That's coming up, and that'll be a great celebration. I tell you, I almost grew up at their house from the time all the way till I was probably 15 years old. So all the things she's done for me.
And a big Suwannee Bulldog fan.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, Wakulla will tee it up at the 40-yard line. And that'll be Carranza. High end over end kick, and looks like MJ Rawson will get it at the 21. Rawson up to the 30 to the 35, still on his feet to the 40. He'll finally be banged down at the 41-yard line. That's where them dogs of Suwannee will start out 1st and 10.
Rawson, it's always exciting when he touches the football in the open field, and a nice return there to give the dogs good field position to start this second half. And Suwannee, if they can go on a drive here and tie things up, that would be just what the doggy ordered.
Absolutely. And that's the thing with these kickers. They're doing a great job because you kick that kind of short high kick. Well, it gives you time for your defenders to get down there and make the tackle. You can't hardly set up a return on that, but we get pretty good field position out to the 41. Fryer and Lopez will come to the near side. Sykes will be in the gun. And we got a short slot and Rawson to the far side of the field. We're looking at a 4-man front. We'll bring motion with Rawson. He'll come around behind the quarterback, try to fake it inside. We're looking across the middle, and boy, they're going to I don't know if you want to call it a sack, but we're going to get a holding penalty probably around the 35.
Yeah, the quarterback scrambled that time. They faked the handoff. Rawson comes back and lines up in the backfield and thought he was going to get the football. He did not. Quarterback pulls it back, and then a holding call on top of all that. And this is going to back the dogs off. Not a good way to start the second half.
No, it wasn't. And they figured with it would get the linebackers, which it did get them off. Logan Brooks was open for just a second to tight end across the middle, but it closed in a hurry.
That's going to move the ball all the way back to the 29-yard line.
Wow.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
So that hold took place in the backfield. Apparently.
That'll cost us, about 11 yards.
First and 21.
Trips to the near side, single receiver, far side of the field. Now we're looking at a 4-man front. They're really coming off those ends. Sykes looking, and they're holding us. They're blocking us, and we'll get 15 out of that.
Yeah,
we'll
that was a touchdown by MJ Rawson and Wakulla. No chance and no choice but to grab that jersey and hold on. And the officials see that, and I think this may be the first penalty flag against Wakulla.
Yeah, it could be, and that was Dakota Green in the coverage, but he did the smart thing. It's only going to cost him 15, and
instead of 6 points.
Yeah, and 6 points.
Because Rawson, he was gone.
Oh, yeah, it would have been a touchdown. Mercy.
They had him on single coverage, had him deep, man. But they grabbed the jersey in an obvious pass interference. And waiting for him to march this penalty off.
Yeah. From the line of scrimmage. Why not?
What are they doing?
I do not exactly know.
Well, so I guess we got, anyway, we got the 15-yard, but not enough for the first down. So this will be a first down and 7.
Well, we only needed 21, but they didn't give us.
No, wait. I don't know what they're doing.
Shotgun formation, trips to the near side, and it's still first down. Looking down the field again, Rawson was wide open, but a lot of pressure, and we're going to go down to the sack and lose about 7 or 8.
Wow. 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Wow.
That time, Wakulla brings the house, and Sykes has to end up taking the sack. So you had it first down at about 7 after the penalty, but now the sack is going to move the ball back and make this a second down and 15.
I was a little confused on the penalty, but if I had instant replay.
Well, you have first and 21.
Yeah. The 15-yard penalty.
Right.
Okay.
So they made it first and 7.
It should have been first and 7, but I think we had a little more than that. I think they shorted us 2 yards.
Okay.
But I can't cry over spilled milk. Shotgun formation. Got them all in tight. This time, the little touch pass to Rawson, and he keeps his feet. He'll bang his way close to the 41, maybe the 40 and a half.
Kind of an end around that running play as MJ Rawson gets the football, breaks the initial tacklers, but couldn't get by the second wave. But picks up about 4. It's going to break up a 3rd and 11 here for Suwannee. Ball just over the 40-yard line.
Tough on 3rd down to try to pick up 11. Rawson will be on the near side. 2 receivers set to the far side of the field. Sykes will be in the gun. And this time we're looking at a 3-man front. Old Beanie will get set on the near side, and we're going to call him the up back or blocking back. He's going to pick up that linebacker. One of them. Boy, I don't know if it was a pick right at the 48.
Well, he threw into double coverage that time looking for Lopez, and that ball is going to be intercepted.
Yeah, and that was Derek Davis for them. And like you say, double coverage. They were right on him. You'd have had to come up with a miracle catch to snatch it away from him. But the bad news is Wakulla's got it going the other way.
They certainly do, and they've got the ball close to midfield at their own 47-yard line. 21-14, Wakulla leading Suwannee, 9:43 to play third quarter. It's an audio-only broadcast. Wakulla not allowing cameras into their precious field here, so audio only on the streaming channel.
Let's see if Wakulla goes for the juggler. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Ransom. Cleese will be in the gun. Got one receiver backed off the line of scrimmage and two right on the near side. They'll bring motion, and it's that little touch pass near side to number 3. He's our go-to guy, and Lawson's going to hit him, spin him around, and like a dog, hems him up around the 48.
And 3 comes around on the jet sweep and picks up pretty good yardage that time, about a 5-6 yard gain.
That was Jordan Barnes. He's the slot back.
Gets the ball into Suwannee territory and down to the 47. 6-yard pickup.
Wakulla on the move, shotgun formation, split backs in the backfield. It'll be Ransom and Barnes. Handoff to Barnes on a little cross buck, big hole across the 45 and down to around the 41.
And Zion Walker makes the tackle. Clay Walker with an assist, or Clay Starling with an assist, excuse me.
First and 10 for Wakulla. They're on the move at the 41-yard line. Got to hold them, dogs.
Dogs down by a touchdown. Really need to stop here. Don't need to go down 2 scores.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough when you're on the road. Split backs in the backfield. Once again, Ransom and Barnes. Split receiver set to either side. Cleese in the gun, waiting to snap. Fake the cross buck, quick out pattern, and they make the catch right around the 36. Number 13, and that is Julian Hart.
Yeah, he's made a couple of nice plays tonight. Also had a big drop earlier in this game, which was a pretty sure touchdown on a double pass.
Probably a pretty good decision for us not to go for a pick 6 on that, because if we made the tackle instead of going for the football, because if we miss the tackle, he might be going toward the end zone.
You're right.
Second down, we'll call it about 6 yards for Wakulla. They have it right around the 37, maybe the 36. In the gun is Cleese, and he's looking across the middle, a little bit of pressure, and he rolls out of that, throwing for the end zone. Number 3 is there, but he has no chance for the football. He was kind of doing a whirly bird in the end zone. It goes incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. He rolled to the outside and heaved the ball. Good arm. Gets it to the end zone, and they had a receiver down there, but they also had 3 Suwannee Bulldogs around that play and an incomplete pass.
And I was really surprised that Cleese is, with his running ability, he didn't take off and run that time. He probably needed 5.
Yeah, he had an open, but chose to go for the juggler.
They'll get their next play call in as number 16 checks back in the ball game for them on the near side. They'll bring motion with Barnes and hold everything. They might have taken too much time or movement.
Yeah. Flag comes out from the Whitecap, and normally that is a delay, and now going to be a procedure call. So false start.
Yeah.
And that's going to back them up, make this third down a little bit trickier.
Yeah, 3rd and 11. They'll probably change the play call.
Line of scrimmage, the 42-yard line. Actually, it looks like the 43-yard line.
Shotgun formation for Cleese. Time for them old dogs to hunker down. Run a 4-man front. Single back in the backfield. Cleese looking across the middle, looking for a receiver. Bounces out to the outside. We got a bead on him, and he has to throw it away. It should bring up 4th and punt, hopefully.
Well, we'll bring up a 4th down after the incompletion. His receiver actually fell down. And so no chance for a completion there. He got outside of the tackle box, and Baker, like you said, just threw it away.
Yeah.
And this should be a punting situation for Wakulla. So
Cleese.
Nice job of the Suwannee defense. Keep us in this thing.
Yeah, Cleese does the punting chores.
Watch for a fake.
Yeah, you can never tell. We're kind of playing it safe, but Fryer and Rawson will be back deep. The last couple of times, he's kind of kicked it straight out of bounds. We come after this one, we miss it, and we hit the punter, and it'll be a flag on us.
Clay Starling coming after it, almost got the block, did not, and ends up running into the punter, and that could be a first down. Depends on if they say roughing or running into, and it's going to be a personal foul. That's a big one.
15-yard
penalty and a first down.
The thing is, he got a great punt, and they would have downed it at the 1-yard line.
Well, I'd rather had that. You'd have possession, even though 99 yards away, but the roughing call.
Mercy. Well, I figured we might try to come after one, but kind of a crucial time when we finally held them and really needed the football back.
Yeah, that was tough. And Starling trying to make a big play, but instead makes a big mistake. 28-yard line now after the penalty. 1st and 10, Wakulla.
Defense has been on the field a while. Please will be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Ransom. He'll be to his right. Hand off Ransom. Take it right up the middle. Finds a big hole and across the 25. We'll bang you down close to the 20, maybe the 23.
And Bam Bam makes the tackle there.
We need a takeaway.
Yeah, we do. That's a tough run. And Ransom's been running the ball hard all night. He's a tough one to bring down. 6-yard pickup.
He is. Wakulla kind of taking their time now, knowing that getting this score here in the third quarter could be very crucial to this ball game. They'll have it right at the 22-yard line. 2nd down, we'll call it a long 3. Shotgun formation for Clee. Split backs in the backfield. That'll be Barnes and Ransom. A little bit of a low snap, and we're coming after the quarterback. Push him to the sideline. He's going to have to just throw it away.
Incomplete pass. Good pressure put on by the Suwannee front that time. And forces the quarterback out of the pocket. And like you say, threw it away. It did have a receiver down there in the vicinity, but no chance for him to catch that ball out of bounds. So 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
And Wakulla at the Suwannee 22. So you would imagine they're in 4-down territory or field goal range anyway.
They ran in some of their bigger receivers. Actually, I don't know if you call 54 an H-back or a receiver and a big tight end. They got them all on the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, and here comes Ransom. Come to the near side, finds a big hole, and he's going to walk into the end zone. And I tell you, Wakulla tacks on another 6 points.
Yeah, they had the extra blockers in there that time, and it appeared to be a running play, but you always got to watch the outside receivers. But they do keep the ball on the ground. He busts through that middle of the defensive front, gets into the secondary, and untouched into the end zone for a 22-yard scamper.
Now they'll try the extra point. That'll be Kobe Carranza, the old left-footed kicker. Has a little bit of a breeze in his face, but not much. 27, they're looking for 28. Down on the tee, end over end, and it's good.
And up 2 scores now are the Wakulla War Eagles over the Suwannee Bulldogs with 6:17 left to play here in the third quarter. It's dog ball on rivercountrysports.com. It's time to sign the kids up for soccer. Suwannee Parks and Recreation on Silas Drive in Live Oak is conducting registration in November for the 2024-25 season. Registration runs from November 4th through December 1st. Register early to save. Soccer is open for boys and girls ages 5 to 13 with 4 different age divisions: 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 13 and under. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwanneeParks.com.
Getting hung up.
Appreciate you listening here at rivercountrysports.com. Suwannee Bulldog football is on the air at Wakulla. Would not allow us to have our camera crew tonight, so bringing you the audio version of our stream, and we hope you're enjoying it. Of course, you're probably not enjoying it too much if you're a dog fan right now, because we're on the short end of things. Wakulla 28, Suwannee 14 here on the road in this district contest in the regular season. Yep, Suwannee's going to have to come from behind if they're going to get it done tonight, Andy.
Yeah, they're going to really have to do that. And thing about it, you're going to have to do it here in the third quarter at least to get back close.
Yep.
Or it'll be just a runaway.
1 score at a time.
Wakulla with most of the momentum here in the third quarter. They've actually had the last 3 scores starting in the 2:59 mark of the second quarter. Miranda will tee it up at the 40-yard line. And I don't know if the official dropped his flag by accident or what. Okay.
Yeah, he waved it off.
All right.
Oops.
Looks like Pryor will be the deep back, kind of set toward the middle of the field. And then Rothman will be back. And hopefully they were all sides. So he wanted to throw that flag. He got it thrown.
He did. It was just he threw it a little bit early, but you're just going to call him for procedure, back him up to the 35, make him kick it again. Apparently somebody was offside or moved before the kick.
He just had a little premonition.
That
That was
must have
going to
been what
happen.
it is. Yeah, he threw it early and say, I know what's going to happen. Anyway, so we'll call a 5-yard penalty, and that'll move our return men up just a bit. But they were going for that squib kick the last time. See if they kick it away this time or squib it again.
They've let Fryer return one, Watson's return one, but I mean, pretty much we've got it about to the 45 or 50-yard line.
Need it in the end zone.
Yeah. Carranza tees it up at the 45 or the 35 after the 5-yard penalty, and the Dogs await the kick. Boy, this time it's pure onside, and we do a great job, and we just fall on it right at the 50 by number 19 for Suwannee.
Yeah, Dylan Green did a great job there of holding on to that ball and securing it and maintaining possession. So the Dogs will get great field position after the onside attempt.
We can call it almost a short field.
Well, it is. It's only 50 yards to go. We're right at the midfield stripe.
They'll bring it to the near hash. That's toward the home side for Wakulla. See if the Dogs can crank up the offense. And
well, we need points.
Yeah, we got to have points.
6:17 to play third quarter. Dogs down by 2 scores.
Hagedorn will check in to the game at the right tackle position. Trips to the far side. We got a short slot, single receiver near side. That'll be Ross. We'll bring Fryer in motion and toss sweep to Fryer on that side, and they just come across, and we're going to lose about 6.
And somebody forgot to block number 4, Dakota Green.
Well, Green's had a good game tonight.
Yeah. And Fryer came up, lined up in the backfield, toss sweep to him, but man, I'm telling you what, nowhere to go, and ended up losing about 6 yards on that.
Yeah.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
We do have a booth to broadcast from here at Wakulla High School, but no table and kind of balance it. I had to steal a couple of chairs.
Yeah.
And, it's tough on an old man up here.
Oh, yeah, it is. I had to stretch.
Yeah. River's keeping us out in the air here. We've got kind of a stepping stool there to use to put the computer on, which runs the stream. Anyway, we're getting it done. 2nd and 16, 44-yard line. Here come the Dogs.
Shotgun formation, 4 sides. 2 receivers set on either side. Bean will get set on the far side as the H-back. Looking, and we try that bubble screen to Fryer. Get the block on the outside to the 50. Fryer to the 45, still on the feet, and see if he went out of bounds around the 40.
I think he got the first down there.
Well, the official didn't think so.
Well, it depends on the spot, but it looked to me like he had enough, and they are going to mark it just short, aren't they?
Where are we at?
Okay, yeah, I know. So he got it down close, so a yard to go here. So it'll be 3rd down and a yard to go.
Yeah, good pickup. It's been tough sledding, though, for the Dogs as far as running the football in the middle of the football field against that 4-man front. 2 receivers set to either side. Bean will be the H-back or the slot, whatever you want to call him, on the left side. And the quarterback's going to take it off the left side, push, and them Dogs got a first down.
They got the tush push that time and got him the first down. So quarterback run and 1st and 10 Suwannee. Move the chains, and the Dogs get a new set of downs now at the 39-yard line. Picked up 2 on that carry. Basically, a quarterback sneak from shotgun formation.
Yeah, it was. A little bit tough, but Bean was out there. He was going to be the lead blocker on that side, along with the tackle. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. We trail 28-14, 4:47 to go here in the third quarter. Wide receiver set to either side, and we're in the gun. Here they are. We're looking down the field, going to toss it. Boy, it was almost picked. Goes incomplete, intended for Lopez.
And for Lopez, and standing in front of Lopez was Avian Thomas, number 7. And he was in better position to catch that football. And I thought that was an INT, but it falls incomplete, luckily.
Well, we just need to get it 10 yards at a time. I'll even take 5.
Yeah, a positive play would be nice. Second down and 10. We're at the 39 of Wakulla, trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Wakulla in a 4-man front. In the orange unis, white helmets, white noodles, dog in the black trousers, the white jerseys, the green helmet, shotgun formation, hand off to Rawson, and boy, he gets hammered just as he hits the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. And they're still pushing and shoving.
Trying MJ Rawson off of the right side of that offensive line, and just not a whole lot of room for him to run. He just squeezed 2 yards out of that carry, and it'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That's been tough up the middle. That defensive front for Wakulla has been really tough on the Dogs.
It has been, and this is not your traditional running game, as we don't have a running back. We're trying to move different people around and kind of sneak them back there. Now Rossi will line up outside at the receiver spot.
Yeah, it seemed a little gimpy coming out here because he kind of took a lick there in the line of scrimmage. Trips to the far side, single receiver near side. We're in the gun. Here comes that blitz again from the outside. Bean picks that up, puts him down, and we overthrow the intended receiver right around the 20.
Yeah, Logan Brooks, he put it just a little too far in front of him. He was able to get a finger on it, but could not haul that in. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Dogs will have to punt it away. I don't know if we're in the 3rd quarter. I don't know if this is the time for a 4th and go for it, but it could be.
Well, I don't see the punter. So it does look like they're going to try to pick up the 1st down here on 4th and 8 at the Wakulla 37-yard line. Well, let's see if the Dogs have a special play here.
Need to pick up good positive yardage. We'll have trips to the near side. Walker will be the outside receiver on this side. We're in the gun, 3-man front, and I think Wakulla might have called a timeout.
They did, called a last-second timeout before the 4th down play. So clock stopped at 3:38 to go. Wakulla 28, Suwannee 14. Let's take a timeout on rivercountrysports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com. Appreciate you tuning in to the audio broadcast, as we're not allowed to have cameras here in Wakulla.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, no video, but we hope you enjoyed the pregame and halftime. Those were pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're bringing you the broadcast, and hopefully Suwannee has a come-from-behind victory here tonight, but boy, it's going to be an uphill climb down by 2 touchdowns here on the road. And facing a 4th and 8 here, and Suwannee was going for it. Now let's see what they do after this timeout.
Well, let's see if I see Sykes coming back onto the football field. It'd be nice if we could get them to jump off sides one time and at least give us a little more of a fighting chance.
Well, we're going with an empty backfield. Rawson isolated the outside and trips this side.
Bean will be the H-back right at the line of scrimmage. Trips to the near side. We're in the gun. Here's the snap to... Boy, a lot of pressure, and we're going to be sacked at around the 41.
They only had a 3-man rush, but then they brought one of the corners in, and that put a little pressure on Sykes. He tried to step up in the pocket and takes the sack, and you can't do that on 4th and 8. And that's going to give Wakulla the ball back.
Well, you know, what I'm thinking is trying to get Rawson or either Fryer in space. In other words, it doesn't have to be a 15-yard pass, but a 5-yard pass, a 7-yard pass, and let them do the walk.
Yeah, well, at that point, we were just trying to pick up a 1st down, but ended up taking the sack. So
Wakulla gets it back with a 28-14 lead here in the kind of the end of the 3rd quarter. Cleese will be the quarterback. He's in the gun. Let's see a lot of Ranson. Ranson will get it first carry, and he's just taking Bulldogs with him all the way to the 50, still on his feet. He's going to drive to around the 46.
Holy cow. First contact was made after he picked up about a yard or 2, and he's just carrying Bulldogs with him. Gets a 1st down and then some.
Well, that just tells you that on the defensive front, that offensive line of scrimmage is winning the war.
Yeah, that's true. And we got the big dogs up there trying to stop that. But so far they haven't been able to get the stops. Will Brown out there playing a little defense. That's a big body in the middle.
Yeah.
That Jakari Brown as well right beside him.
Shotgun formation. This time Godbold will be the running back. Handoff to Godbold and hold it. Everything.
I think they're going to call Suwannee for offsides. And
wow.
So somebody lined up in the neutral zone, apparently.
That'll make the first down call easier and probably Godbold to get it again.
Yeah, I'd imagine we're going to get a steady stream of number 8 running the football here. They're going to run clock. And I mean, we hadn't stopped him.
No.
That's what I'd do.
No, we hadn't. Please will be in the gun. 2 receivers set to the far side of the field and 2 to the near side. Now they'll bring that in and close it down. They'll hand off to Godbold up the middle. Tries a little spin move. We stand him up. We finally drive him backwards. Probably gets the nose of the football close to the 40.
So Danny Godbold that time, number 1, got the carry.
Yeah.
And Suwannee's defense does a pretty nice job to bottle that one up. But 1st and 5, and now 2nd down and 4.
Kind of bringing. I thought they were going to bring that big package in. Usually when number 9 that comes in there as a tight end, they're usually running the football. We'll see what happens here. Shotgun formation for Cleves. Of course, their coach is out on the field. They're trying to get a player off the field.
Little confusion going on there for Wakulla.
Too many players.
Now and then they're running one on. And that's got to be
a flag. I was about to say, you got to have a legal participation.
That's ridiculous,
something. Yeah.
They're running players on. And now I know used to be, you had to be in the huddle. You can't just come running on the field, but now they don't huddle. But the official watching that one, that's going to be illegal participation, Wakulla, and that's going to be a penalty.
So at least that'll back them up 5. And that should make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah. 2nd down and about 9 yards to go. And it should move them back to the 45-yard line. And the ball spotted at the 49, 2nd and 9 coming up.
And I got a 2 receiver set to the near side, a short slot far side of the field, and a tight end. Please actually hands off to the slot back around to the near side. We sling him to the turf. The old Dirt Devil made him around the 48.
Dirt Devil. Would have slung him to the dirt, but slung him to the turf.
Yeah, it was the turf.
So 3 comes around on the, I call it the jet sweep, end around. I don't know. We have many names for that play, don't we? A little touch pass.
Got a touch pass, a handoff. You never know. That was Barnes on the carry. I think Ransom goes back into the backfield for them, and Please will be in the gun. Stacked receivers on either side. 4-man front for Suwannee. Here's the snap. Looks, little quick pass across the middle. Wide open receiver. He's across the 20, still on his feet to the wow, he got the ball, and Rawson's got it going down the far sideline to the 35, to the 40. Hurdles one would-be tackler to the 50. He's on the 40. Oh, we get a great block. 2 great blocks, and somebody say, oh, my. Kiss that dog. Slam goodbye.
Holy cow.
Who would have thunk it?
That is unbelievable the way that turned around, and I think we do have a penalty flag back. This
wow. I was
may not hold up. But MJ Rawson came up with a loose football, scrambled through traffic all the way to the end zone for an apparent Suwannee score, but hang on now.
Well, the red team's walking, orange, whatever color they are.
That's red. That is red, right?
Well.
Okay. You are colorblind.
I'm colorblind.
Well, I'm just making sure. I had to double check with Rivers there. He said, yeah, it's red. It's been confirmed. And we have a Wakulla player shaking up as well. Now, if this touchdown holds up, 32 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, we're acting like it's not going to hold up. That was their center, I think, number 50, which he's been doing some heck of blocking out there for them.
And put the flag is back in the official's waist. So is this going to hang up or not? They haven't put points on the board.
No.
And everybody walking the other way. And we're waiting for a call.
We're just making sure we have the football, but if we do, then they're going to back it up.
Are they saying anything?
I don't know what happened.
They had a flag on the field. I don't know what the penalty was for. Was it a hold?
A hold or a block in the back, but we got 2 great blocks down the field.
Yeah.
For Rawson to go all the way.
This is why they don't allow cameras.
Yeah.
I don't. The ball's moved all the way back to the 16-yard line. They never showed us the call, did they?
I never saw it.
I never saw the Whitecap give the call.
Still maintain possession at the 12-yard line.
And
17-yard line.
I still don't know the call.
I don't know that either, but we got the ball. It is Suwannee football, but all the way back at the 18-yard line?
Yeah. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield, and we'll hand off to that single back. We'll bust up there and gain up to close to the 20-yard line. Pick up of 2. Maybe 3.
And then a whole lot there. Clock running as we come to the end of the third quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com.
2nd and 7.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah! Plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Now is the perfect time to earn a career in a year with River Oak Technical College. With over 19 career and technical education programs to choose from, River Oak provides high-quality instruction, hands-on learning, and support every step of the way. Get the training you need to earn industry-recognized credentials and licensures and launch a high-wage career right here in your community. From academic and financial advisement to personalized mentoring and coaching, River Oak is dedicated to helping you succeed without breaking the bank. Join us at River Oak Technical College, where we grow futures.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Well, back here in Wakulla, 12 minutes on the clock. We begin the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8, Suwannee at their own 20. Can't believe they took that touchdown off the board.
Man. Wow. 2 receivers set to the far side, single receiver. And this time, Sykes is going to reverse roll, looking down the field. We come back for the football. We can't make the catch, and they're going to call a flag.
Yeah, Lopez was battling out there against number 4, Green, and a flag will come out, and I'm assuming pass interference here.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's defensive interference also.
Well, we're assuming. Yeah. And hopefully the official will show us the call this time.
Well, they're going to we're marching forward. The officials aren't yet.
No. And the Whitecap has not come out and shown us, but I'm waiting. He says first down, Suwannee. So I'm assuming that was a pass interference. Don't they normally come out and show you
something?
I don't know what they're doing.
Okay. Well, we'll have the first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
15-yard penalty, but anyway, pass interference, so we know it was.
2 receivers set to the near side. Rawson will be to the far side. He's got double coverage. He'll come in motion. They'll just follow him across. One of them will. Then a handoff Rawson right up the middle. He finds a little hole to the outside. They got him by the shirt tail. He goes across the 40, up to the 45 to 50. Rawson with a step over to 40 on the other side to the 35, and he's going to drag War Eagles to the 31-yard line. Oh, my.
MJ Rawson, he's amazing. Every time he touches the football, you know something exciting is going to happen. But he busts through the line, and I don't know how he got away from the initial tackles, but he did. He spun around, he kept going. He stepped on one would-be tackler, and he just kept churning and churning and churning. They finally get him on the ground all the way down at the 31-yard line.
That was just another amazing play. It's just like that return for the touchdown that would have stood.
Didn't hang. Hold on.
1st and 10, Suwannee at the 31. War Eagles still lead by 14. We'll take 2 of our big guys, move them to the left side. Shotgun formation, hand off to, I believe it's Starlin. He'll just get some great blocking all the way to the 20-yard line.
And suddenly we found a running game. Yeah, MJ Rawson and now Clay Starling.
Wow.
Running back by committee.
Yeah, they'll give us down to the 19 inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. for the first time in a while.
That's right. Suwannee not quitting at all here in the fourth quarter, trying to make a comeback.
10:57 and counting down here in the fourth quarter. 2 receivers set to the near side. Fryer will be the outside receiver. Lopez on the inside of him. Single back in the backfield, and this time we give it to Starling. Starling cuts back at the 10. He's still on the street, and he's going to drive close. I meant the 15, but he's going to drive close to the 11-yard line. Almost another dog first down.
Man, Clay Starling, 2 hands on the football, and that senior looks like he's been a running back his whole career.
Yeah.
Our starting middle linebacker. Looking good on the offensive side of the ball.
This is kind of when the old righty goes southpaw here at the end of the match. I don't know.
I like that. 2nd and 3 at the 12.
Too many Rocky movies. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Single back. That'll be Starling. 2 receivers set near side. Hand it off to Starling. This time they say, we've had enough of that. 3 times in a row, no go.
That time ran into big old number 54, and Antonio Harvey said, no, not going to do it again.
That was a 3rd down.
Well, that does bring up a 3rd down situation, and probably
lost a yard there, so 3rd and about 4 here from the 13-yard line. Got to get it across the 10-yard line to achieve the first down.
Come on, dogs. Dogs are huddled up this time. We're looking at a 4-man front by Wakulla. Sykes will be in the gun, single back in the backfield. That'll be Starling. And we will have a receiver on either side. Here it is, little play action and a roll, and looking for the, wow, they knocked it away. Intended.
Looking for Brooks.
Yeah.
That was the intended receiver, but yeah. Threw a bullet. He was on the run and had to roll out, had a man in his face, but somehow got that pass off and almost came up with the completion. But it'll fall incomplete and bring up a 4th down here.
Mercy.
4th down and 4 from the 13. What do you do? I mean, it's a chip shot field goal if you want to go, but really 3 is not going to help you a whole lot here in the fourth quarter. You need to come up with the 6 points.
Yeah, you're down 2 scores, and I think we're going to call a timeout and talk about it.
We got to think this one over. Yeah. So timeout Suwannee, 9:11 left to play in the game. Wakulla leads 28-14. It's Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com. No worries, that was just a shed.
Back here at Wakulla High School, the Suwannee Bulldogs doing battle with the War Eagles of Wakulla. Big district ball game. Suwannee trying not to go 0-3 in district play, but boy, I tell you what, got the work cut out for them here. Got a great opportunity, but we face a 4th and 4 at the Wakulla 13-yard line. 9:11 left to go. Dogs really need to score here. And still a lot of time. That 3 points, that you think about it, well, it's better coming away with no points, but we need the 6 and then the 7.
Pretty much need the 6 points here.
We're going for it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're going to go with split backs in the backfield. And that'll be Rawson and also Starling. Single receiver near side, that's Lopez, and they got a bunch across the front. They jump off sides, and that'll get us the first down.
They sure will.
I think it will.
If we drew them offside, and we do. Yeah. It's an offside call.
Wow. Just what the doggy ordered. That'll take it inside the 10 to around the 8-yard line.
And I don't know if he changed up inflection or what he did there, but Sykes drew him off sides.
Well, it worked.
It did.
Man, mercy. New life, new set of downs. We got to the 8-yard line. 8 yards from pay dirt, trailing by 14. 9:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Then War Eagles digging in on the other side. Single receiver to the near side. Split backs in the backfield. That'll be Starling. Well, it was going to be Starling and Rawson, but Rawson now gets set at the line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking, fade pattern. You did it! Catch it! Somebody say touchdown, Suwannee.
And that's Noah Lopez, his second touchdown reception of the ball game.
Sacks to Lopez, 8 yards.
And Suwannee stays in this thing. They needed that score desperately. Came up with a 4th down offside call against Wakulla, as I believe Sykes just changed inflection, drew him offside, and then come up with a touchdown 8 yards out to pass to number 1, Noah Lopez. And Suwannee's back in this thing, trailing 28-20, pending the extra point.
He'll attempt the extra point till you'll be set down at the 10. Here's the snap. A good one down on the tee. He hits and he hammers it through the uprights.
And that is good. So your score now 28-21. Suwannee still trails. But if we can get a little defense here and come back, you never know. Hang on.
Mercy.
9:06 to play. It's Bulldog Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Well, we've got a nail biter once again. Wakulla was up 2 scores. Now the key is, can Suwannee stop Wakulla and keep them out of the end zone? Don't need to give up any more points. Got to stay in this thing to give our offense a chance.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, we've had a hard time stopping Ransom, and then you got their other big players. Please, the quarterback's been great. And then we'll see if they kick it away. They got a different kicker out there. He must be their onside kicker, old Jed Hoffman. So a high end over end kick, or we did.
Well, it was kind of a pooch kick, kind of a short pooch.
They called for the fair catch.
Yeah. And then tried to take off running, but the officials blew it dead. But Wakulla's going to get good field position. Didn't want to kick it to the deep men.
Well, Coach Hall seems upset over there on the far side. I don't really know what about.
He wears his emotions on his sleeve if you've ever watched Coach Hall, but he can argue with those officials all day long, even when he's in the right. Very rarely does he get the call.
And
the official's talking about
something.
A delay? What are they talking about? His arms folded.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Is it
They've got the line of scrimmage at the 32-yard line, but now they're going to move them back to the 26-yard. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what that was.
I don't.
He didn't give us a very good indication.
No, they don't normally give us one.
Shotgun formation for Cleese. Split backs in the backfield and little play action. Cleese comes out of there. We're running after him. Got a beat on him. He's going to have to throw it. Boy, he might have made that catch there at the 38.
And that was a tremendous catch. He came back to the football to help his receiver. The receiver came back to help his quarterback, and that's Jaden Jean that made a shoestring catch right there on the inline.
Yeah, and I thought Cleese was just throwing it away because we had chased him way out of the pocket. Mercy.
Nice play.
Split backs in the backfield. Dogs in a 4-man front. Little cross buck, hand off to the second back throw. But we hammer him. I'm talking about big number 16 Feed. Made him eat turfus.
Yeah. Feed was fed on that play.
Yes, he was.
Travis with a nice play that time defensively. And going to be a loss of a yard.
Bring up a second down and 11. So dog defense has got to hunker down. Can't give up the big play, and we'd love to have a takeaway.
Boy, that'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a defensive score.
The big running back, Ranson, he'll be in the backfield. Sidecar left. Cleese in the gun. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Here's the snap. It went down on the turf. We're coming after him. He's going to be sacked back there around the 27.
And Logan Brooks with the sack. I think that's his second of the year.
Yeah.
How about that? Number 11 playing a little defense out here.
Got to use all of them dogs.
And credit that was a bad snap. The ball was on the ground. Cleese picked it up, and by that time there were doggies all over him.
Yeah, if it had went through his legs, we might have even had a shot at it. Yeah. We'd have had that turnover, but
if, ands, and buts.
Yeah. Even though it's third and I don't know, around 18, maybe.
Yeah, about 17, 18.
See if the Dogs can get a stop here on third down. Boy, biggest play of the ball game right now, the 7:36 mark. We trail by 7. Cleese in the gun, trips to the far side. Ball's on the turf once again, and we weren't coming on the rush. Wide open receiver, and he makes the catch. At the 48, still on the seat. We missed 3 tackles. Finally, Fryer misses him at the 40, and they'll bang it all the way to the 35, and I just say unbelievable.
Hagedorn had to hustle down there to make the tackle, along with number 27, Kyle Brown, making the stop. But, man, 3rd and 17, ball on the ground. He still comes up with the throw and puts it on the money, hits number 7. But we do have a flag on the field, and let's see if this one's coming back.
Well, it happened around the 49, so it should go against Wakulla.
Yeah.
At least they won't have that great position. But the thing about it, the quarterback was running for his life, and it's like we kind of stopped back there with the pressure.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't cost them much.
And so they're going to get the
wow.
And what was the penalty? They never ever show us the
They
call.
don't
I'm
show
going to
up.
guess.
We're not important. It had to be a hold.
3rd down and 8.
So still 3rd down situation as it backs them up. Ransom in the backfield, stacked wide receivers on either side. They've been pretty successful when they've done this. Little pass to the side, and we need to pounce on the football just in case it was behind the line of scrimmage.
It wasn't. It was a forward pass, incomplete, though, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 8. Wakulla at their own 39 in a punting situation. And that was a series of craziness that just went on there.
I don't even know what happened. Probably the folks at home don't know.
Well, you had him at 3rd and 18 for the 29. The ball's on the ground. Quarterback picks it up and then makes a great pass, hits number 7. He bobbles it, hangs on. He gets hit, gets away from that tackle, spins, gets a 1st down, but then a hole brings it back, and an incompletion, now 4th and 8.
And Cleves will do the punting chores. It's a good snap. We don't come after this one. Boy, a high spiraling kick that drives Fire all the way back inside the 10. Does a little spin move, but he's going to be tackled by a War Eagle around the 5, or we might should have let that one go.
Yeah, and you hate to, fault the kid for trying to make a big play, but he did. He caught that ball, and then he kind of went backwards from there trying to make something happen, but he goes down at the 5-yard line, and that's where the Dogs will have to begin this drive.
Well, that time Cleves had the wind at his back, and he got off his best punt. He decided to kick it away with the wind and hit a boomer.
Suwannee 95 yards away from tying this game. We trail by 7 right now here on the road at Wakulla. 6:52 on the scoreboard clock. It's 28-21. War Eagles.
Wow. Been a heck of a football game.
It has. And those Dogs, man, they got plenty of fight in them. It's not over yet.
Of course, we're backed up in a hole 95 yards from pay dirt, trailing by 7 points. Shotgun formation, and Starlin will be the lone back in the backfield. Receiver set to either side. Now Beanie will get set on the near side. Here's the handoff to Starlin. Boy, they hammer us before we even get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Around the 4.
He's going to lose a yard or so there. As big play that time by the Wakulla War Eagles, and I believe that was 24, I think that made it. Either 24 or 34. Making that tackle for loss.
Derek Davis for them a War Eagles. 2nd down and 11 for Suwannee. Getting down close to the 6-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Split backs in the backfield. Shotgun formation. And we'll hand it off once again to Rawson. Rawson tries to do the stiff arm. Cuts to the outside. It's to the 15. To the 20. And he'll be driven out of bounds somewhere around the 24-yard line. Oh, my. And then we get a flag on our coaches or our players on the sideline. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
it should be a sideline warning.
Well, late flag flew out there, and I don't know what went on the side of it. It was well after the play. MJ Rawson picking up the 1st down on the running play. And that was on 2nd 11 from our own 4, so this would be a big call if it goes against Suwannee.
I didn't see a hit out of bounds, but we don't have the luxury of
that's on the far sideline. Yeah, no doubt. And it's going to be unsportsmanlike against Wakulla.
Yeah.
How about that?
Just what the doggy orders.
Wow.
Well, I just saw them run almost into our coaches. Couldn't tell what happened over there. And if you had cameras, you could see that.
That's true. They don't allow cameras here at Wakulla High School.
Guess alone.
Yeah. Now, they just made that rule up today.
Yeah.
And they tried to come up, but they were, we weren't the first to get here, but they were telling our crew that it's a district rule. Yeah, and then they said it's an FHSAA rule.
No.
And no, it's just, you just made that up. But anyway, we're at their mercy. Yeah. And we are glad to be able to bring in the audio.
Oh, yeah.
And then unsportsmanlike penalty against Wakulla.
That'll tack on 15 more.
Is going to help out this Suwannee drive, which started at our own 5-yard line. That'll move the ball out to the 39-yard line. So after the big first down by MJ, then tack on the extra yards.
Shotgun formation for Sykes. Two receivers near side. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Starling. And we'll take both of those big guys and move them to the left side. We must be running left, and now we get a flag, and we might have flinched.
Yeah, they're going to call illegal procedure against Suwannee. And that came from the back judge.
Yeah.
I mean, how can he see that? Anyway, that'll move the ball back to the 34-yard line. Make it 1st and 15.
Wow.
1st and 15 from the 34.
Dogs still trailing by 7 points, 28-21. At around the 6-minute mark here of the fourth quarter. Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. War Eagles digging in on the other side. Two receivers set near side. Single back in the backfield. That is old Starling, old Bam Bam. Hand off Bam Bam, right side. See if we can get a block. Bam Bam breaks into the open, across the 40, up to around the 42 or 43. We'll see where they mark him down.
Tough running that time by Clay Starling, the senior. I guess I'll call him a running back. He's at that position. Timeout on the field. Stops the clock. 5:57 to play here in this ball game. It's 28-14. Wakulla back after this. It's Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak. 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Hope you're enjoying the audio broadcast tonight here on our streaming channel. Whew, man, what a heart stopper this one's been.
Oh, yeah.
And it's far from over. Still 6 minutes to go in the game. 5:57 to be exact. It's 2nd and 7. Suwannee driving. They've got the ball at their own 42-yard line. And, boy, if we could get this to the end zone and tie things up.
Yeah, we just need a long drive and get some points on the board. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, split backs in the backfield. Rawson will be one of them. He's to the near side. Little cross buck and hand off to Stark. Cuts it to the outside. Boy, he gets turned upside down after a gain of about a half a yard. Actually, Wakulla did a great job at the time.
They did, and that cross buck, because you're seeing MJ going the other way as a decoy, and then Starling comes near side. But they did not get fooled on that play, and the pickup is only good for a yard. So a 3rd and 6 now on the way.
Yeah, and probably the biggest third down situation. Of course, every one of them is big, but this was the biggest one up to this point.
It is so
Need a
far.
first down.
You're on your own side of the 50 and really need to get this first down to keep the drive going. A little too much time to go for it on 4th. Let's see how close we can get, though.
Wakulla in a 4-man front. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Receiver set to either side. Rawson comes in motion, and we're going to reverse, roll out, and try to – we were going to throw it to Rawson, but we're going to be sacked, and that really hurts.
That's the worst thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
And the snap was to Sykes, and he kind of bobbled it a little bit, and then once he found the handle, and he tried to spin around, and there was just too much red back there in his face. And he's going to end up eating the football, taking the sack, and now that forces the decision. We're going to have to punt away.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably, if you pick up a yard or two on that play, then you could probably go for it on 4th down and say you're at the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, but you got 4th and 15 now at your own 34, so AJ hit into the game.
He will be. He'll stand right around the 20-yard line. Here's the snap. Kind of a wobbly one. They come after it just a little bit. He'll kick it end over end kick. It's going to hit, kind of take a bulldog roll, still rolling inside the 30 and down to around the 26-yard line. That's where Wakulla will take over, and the old Dogs need a takeaway.
Yeah, the Dogs desperately need a takeaway here. They've got to come up with some defense. It'd be nice to get that takeaway, but if nothing else, you've got to stop them, keep them out of the end zone. Wakulla leads this game by 7 points, and with only 4 minutes and 8 seconds left, you need a quick stop here. Really need a 3-and-out or a turnover, as you said.
Yeah, it's about got to happen for us to score points. And I would think, of course, you never know. You may see a steady dose of running the football.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I would too. Hard to start Ransom, but they got an empty backfield. Well, now they'll fill it up. Ransom will be sidecar left. Short slot, hand off to Ransom, right up the middle. We hit him in the backfield. Big old Travis Fee, and we drive him into the turfs right around the 19. They'll say his forward progress got the line of scrimmage, but I don't agree with it.
Fee got there first, then Cooks got there on top of that, and Starling came in to help. So they only give him a loss of a yard? Are you kidding me?
We hit him in the backfield.
Way in the backfield.
From the gun. Okay.
Well, from the shotgun. He didn't go forward. He went backward.
Yeah, totally back.
Bad spot.
But the clock is running. 2nd down and 11 for Wakulla.
They're taking their time, much time as they can, to run time off the clock.
Suwannee in a 4-man front. Cleese will be in the gun. Single back. That'll be number 3 this time. And Cleese is going to roll and going to throw it. Looking down the field. We're chasing to the sideline. He'll have to throw it away. It'll be incomplete.
Incomplete pass will stop the clock. Clock stop with 3:17 left to go. Dogs need to come up with a big play here on 3rd and 11.
And what he did, he faked to Barnes, and Barnes was going to get that little out pass out of the backfield, and we'd had pretty good coverage.
Yeah, Dogs did a nice job of covering that and forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. He tried to squeeze one in there, but he just basically threw it away. Big 3rd down here.
It is. 3rd down and 11, shotgun formation. Ransom will be the long back. He stands right behind Cleves. Receiver set to either side, little play action, and they're going down the field. Actually going to throw to number 9, and they're going to get the 1st down, I do believe.
He stepped
short.
out of bounds,
yes,
and I think he stepped out just short of the...
Yeah, around the 32 maybe.
Yeah. He was trying to...
should be a 4th down and 4.
Trying to sidestep over there, but he couldn't quite walk that line. Will be a 4th down, and let's see if Wakulla goes for it here or kicks it away. They're on their own side of the 50. They're going for it.
Well, we got to stay on the sides, but we better get set. Shotgun formation for Cleves. Stay way back. Ransom, the long back. I would just say you would punt it away. You don't want to give it to Suwannee at the 32.
I'd be surprised if they go for it here.
Taking their time.
Now they call the timeout. And we'll take a timeout. Phew, we got to catch our breath. Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com. It's time to sign the kids up for soccer. Suwannee Parks and Recreation on Silas Drive in Live Oak is conducting registration in November for the 2024-25 season. Registration runs from November 4th through December 1st. Register early to save. Soccer is open for boys and girls ages 5 to 13 with 4 different age divisions: 6 and under, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 13 and under. For more information, call 386-362-3004 or visit SuwanneeParks.com. Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. All right, here's the situation. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in regulation. 28-21 Wakulla. Wakulla has the football 4th and 4 at their own 32. They act like they're going for it, trying to draw us offside. Suwannee does not bite. Then they call a timeout, and I guess they're going to set up a punt here. So the Dogs are going to get a possession and a chance to tie this thing up or go for 2 and win it.
Well, let's see. I don't think Wakulla's actually decided yet.
That's true.
Now, if they get the 1st down, it's probably game over.
It probably is.
Yes.
And let's see what they elect to do here. And remember now, the quarterback is also the punter.
Yeah, he is.
Keep that in mind. And
now, he hit a boomer the last time he kicked it and drove us all the way back to the 5-yard line.
And is he going to get in punting formation?
I don't know. I wouldn't trust it, and I would have 1 man back deep instead of 2.
We got 2 back deep.
Yeah, we do.
And he is in punting formation.
But I would have 1. Here's the snap to Cleese.
They punt.
And he punts it end over end kick. We're going to let it roll. Not even touch the football. Yeah. And it's going to roll inside the 10, and it's still going to the 7. And inside about the 7.5. And I don't know.
2:58 left to go in the game, and Suwannee will take over possession of the football. And boy, that took a War Eagle roll, didn't it? It just kept rolling, and Fryer smartly backed off of that. But they're going to put the ball down at the 7-yard line. So Suwannee had the ball at the 5-yard line earlier and was able to move the ball a little bit but ended up having to drive stall and have to punt. This time they start from the 7-yard line. But we're at crunch time now. We got to move the ball down the field.
Oh, yeah, we're under the 3-minute mark, and we got to move it. Whew. I'm telling you, 93 yards.
Yeah, in less than 3 minutes.
Shotgun formation for Sykes. 2 receivers set on either side. 4-man rush, and the quick pass to the outside, and we bounced past it. I think it was intended for Rawson. It goes incomplete, I believe. Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't even hardly see the foot.
Yeah, it was intended for Rawson, but it was thrown a little bit short, and he had to go down and try to cradle it. And officials say it touched the surfaces, so it's an incomplete pass.
Bring up a 2nd down and 10 from around the 7-yard line. Come on, dogs. Out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like we'll be seeing a 3-man front. They know we got to throw the football, but don't ever count out that corner blitz. 2 receivers set on either side. And old Beanie in there to block. Picks up his block. Quick out pattern to Lopez, and I thought he'd go out of bounds. He does.
He does. He's slung out of bounds.
But they keep winding the clock. Got to get that 1st down.
The clock is still running. He was out of bounds. Why is the clock running?
Well, the official wound that hand. It's like he didn't really get out of it.
But he was okay.
He was forced out of bounds.
He was out of bounds. This is going to be a 3rd down play, about a 4-yard pickup. 3rd and 6.
Got to keep it moving down the football field. Shotgun formation, trips to the far side, single receiver near side. Looking at a 4-man front by Wakulla. They like to come off of this end. They'll try to do that this time. We'll step up in the pocket. Run for the 1st down. No, we got a wide open receiver. It's Fryer, and he'll be hammered out of bounds on the far side. No, it was low. It was actually number Brooks. 11. 10 and 11, I get them all mixed up.
And I'm like you. I saw the opening. Run for it. He had the 1st down, but he saw Brooksy, and he was able to catch him big 1st down.
Yeah, it was, all the way up to around the 46-yard line. What do I know about football?
2:07 left to go. Dogs need a score to tie this thing up, or a 2-point conversion can win it.
Don't need to go for it all at once. 10 or 12 yards at a time. Trips to the near side, single receiver far side. That'll be Ross. Sykes will be in the gun. They're bringing up that safety blitz. He'll come from the outside. We pick it up. Quick pass to Fryer. Fryer's got a step to the outside of the 45 to the 50, and they're going to call a hold on number 11 for the block that he set Fryer free to the 50-yard line. And the official was just all over that looking for it.
Yeah. Well, I was watching the ball. Didn't see Brooks with a hold, but I guess you caught it. And that is going to be a hold, and that's unfortunate.
Well, I just don't really know how much of a hold it was, but he made a block.
Like you said, the official's right on top of it, but that's going to be a costly one there.
Yeah, it will be.
And that's going to move us all the way back to the 36-yard line, so going to be a 1st down and 20.
28-21. We're at the 2-minute mark here of the 4th quarter. Need them old dogs to hunker down on offense. At least pick up a 1st down. Shotgun formation for Sykes. We'll bring motion near side, then take it back. Now we're looking down the field, flushed out of the pocket, and we're going to be sacked at the 30.
Yeah, that was a coverage sack. Sykes looking down the field, but I wish he was outside the pocket. I wish you just get rid of it. When you get in that situation, stop the clock. Instead, he takes the sack, and the clock runs.
Yeah, it runs, and we're all the way back to the 30. We got to get it across the 50, really, all the way to the 44 for a 1st down.
2nd and 26.
Shotgun formation, trips to the near side. They bring that blitz again from the outside, and we make the catch and get out of bounds around the 42.
And that's Lopez, yeah.
But well shy of the 1st down marker.
That gave us a little bit of room back, but to get the ball out to the 43. So it was a 13-yard pickup.
3rd down situation.
About 13 yards to go. So we got half of it there. 3rd and 13. Time a factor, just a minute 6 left.
Trips to the far side, looking at that 3-man front. Now, they've been bringing that corner blitz. I don't know if they'll do it here. They got stand-up defensive ends, and yeah, they're bringing the blitz from the outside. Beanie will try to pick him up. He does. We'll throw it down the field. It's tipped and knocked out of bounds by the defender, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass, and Brooks was back there, or Beam back there playing that H-back, and he did pick up that corner blitz coming at him. So that allowed Sykes a little bit of time, but he couldn't find a receiver. So 4th down, it comes down to this. 4th and 13.
Yeah.
And to keep this drive alive, you've got to pick up the 1st down. And we're going to call a timeout and talk about it. We'll take a timeout. Suwannee football and rivercountrysports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory, and right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins, so make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Well, Andy, exactly 1 minute to play.
Yeah.
4th down, 13 yards to go. Got to get this ball to get the first down. You're going to have to get it across the 44-yard line. So,
yeah, this is a gotta-have 4th down situation.
Oh, this is a ball game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you either pick up the first down and keep things alive, or you don't. Wakulla takes over and wins this football game.
Hey, it's been a hard-fought football game both ways.
Oh, yeah.
Different turnovers and turnover events and all kind of things going on. This is what it comes down to right here. Hold on to your armchair. Can them old dogs pick up a first down? We're pulling for them. Shotgun formation. Trips to the far side. Single receiver near side, and they do bring that inside blitz. Flush us out of the pocket. We're running for our life, and it's knocked away. It's incomplete. Wakulla will take over on downs.
And that is the ball game right there.
Yeah.
And that was pressure. We could not keep the pressure off of Sykes. He had to rush that throw, and he threw it into traffic, and lucky it fell incomplete. Could have been an interception.
Yeah.
And you just wish you would have gave him a little bit of time down there. You had trips to the far side, so we had receivers all over the field. And I had a 4th receiver to the near side, and we just couldn't keep that 4-man rush away. And what they did that time, they were showing that in blitz. That time they circled a guy out, and nobody picked him up. And that put a bunch of pressure in our face. And Wakulla just going to have to snap it a couple of times. There they go to the victory formation.
Please takes the snap, and he'll take a knee, and it's going to tick down, and I think that's going to be all she wrote.
Can't stop it. I mean, we could, but, it's not going to do you any good. We got one timeout left, and they're just going to let it wind.
Victory formation. Please will take the snap with double protection on either side, and a single back. Ransom will be behind him about 4 yards deep, just in case they snap it over his head. They hadn't all night. Except once on the turf, maybe twice.
Yeah, they've been low snaps, so I hadn't snapped over his head.
And he should snap it. Well, they're going to take the penalty. That's all they had to do. Or they called a timeout.
No, they called a time. Okay. I'm not sure why they called a timeout, but anyway, that'll stop the clock, and we'll have to take a knee one more time. There's 10 seconds left on the scoreboard clock, but nothing Suwannee can do here.
No.
28-21. Wakulla's going to get the win. They'll improve to 7-3 heading into the playoffs. 2-1 in district play, and Suwannee will fall to 0-3 in the district and 4-6 on the season. Dogs fought back in the second half of the year, got 3 straight wins, and we're in contention all night here tonight, but can't quite pull it out. So Wakulla's going to come away with a victory, and both teams, though, will be in the playoffs, and who knows, might see this bunch again. Yeah. Unfortunately, it'd have to be over here again.
Mercy, that's a long trip.
Yeah. And then now that'll be an FHSA game, and I imagine they'll let us bring the cameras.
Well, hopefully so. Please, this time under center, not taking a chance. He'll take a knee, and that'll end the ball.
That's it. Your final score, Wakulla 28 and Suwannee 21. Suwannee football airs on rivercountrysports.com.
Yep.
Proudly standing the test of time and shining through it all, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet and Chevy trucks.
You all depend on trucks. Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are the most dependable trucks built to last a long time.
Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Dependability for the win again and again.
Son of a gun. Chevrolet pickups are designed and built better than ever, giving you a smooth, solid ride since 1918.
North Florida and South Georgia, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet knows you love your Chevy truck.
Quality.
Hello, this is Jeff Mosley, General Manager, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Come find out why we're the #1 Chevy dealer in North Florida. Thanks, and hope to see you down at the store.
Find new roads with Roundtree Moore Chevrolet in Lake City. Online at RoundtreeMooreChevrolet.com.
Mile after mile after mile.
It's a district showdown tonight as the Dogs take on the War Eagles of Wakulla. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwannee County area for 77 years.
Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Suwannee Bulldog football here in RiverCountrySports.com. Well, the Suwannee Bulldog came to Wakulla, gave it the old high school try, but came up just a little bit short, 28-21. I'm looking at the football rankings. Now, the last time the rankings came out was the 29th of October, so this hasn't factored in the last 2 weeks of the regular season. So this is going to change, and I think they're going to come out with the new rankings this weekend. That's the plan anyway. But as of right now, as I'm looking at this, in our region, in 3A, in Region 1, you've got Rains as the top seed. Godby is the #2 seed. Wakulla is the 3 seed. Bishop Kenny is 4th. Then Baker County, St. Augustine Menendez. Suwannee sits at #7, and Panama City Bay at #8. That could all change, but I think we still hang on to a playoff spot, but we're going to have to go on the road in the playoffs.
Yeah.
This win here could have pushed us in the top 4.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how they do the math. They take into consideration your record and then your strength of schedule and your opponent's records and your opponent's strength of schedule and your opponent's records and their strength, and it gets confusing. And I think Max Prex might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. But I don't know the secret formula, but it looks like we're going to make the playoffs even with a 4-6 record.
Yeah, and that's a good thing for the Dogs. They fought back here at the end of this season and put together some good wins and a hard-fought battle tonight. I mean, we gave it all we had, and we just came up a little bit short.
No doubt about it. And, you can go back and you can pick out certain plays, and the ball bounced funny ways, but it bounced funny ways both ways.
Yeah.
And both teams had touchdowns that should have been touchdowns, and drop passes and penalty flags and things called back. And, just crazy things happen, especially as we seem to get close to that goal line.
Yeah. It always seems to over here.
Yeah, it does. But anyway, final score, Wakulla, congratulations to the War Eagles for getting the win here tonight, 28-21. Back with more after this at Suwannee Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and RiverCountrySports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, pad, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the 3rd generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com. Suwannee Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Boy, this was a typical Suwannee Wakulla football game, wasn't it? It always seems to come down to a score one way or the other. You know, I'm looking back to last year in Live Oak. Wakulla came away with a 24-21 win. Yeah. And I don't know if you remember that game or not, but that was the one where we thought that Cody was going to score. And he was coming. We were at the 1 yard line. And he was lined up on the far side. And remember, he came inside, and I think Fryer was the quarterback, if I remember right, and hand the ball off. Looks like he's in the end zone. They call it a fumble and give them the ball walk over the 4 yard line. Yeah. And never did figure out that play. But replay showed the officials got it wrong. But anyway, we lost that game 24-21. Always seems to be something like that. We go back to the last time we were here in Wakulla, 2022. Suwannee won 22-14. But it always seems like that type of ball game, one possession there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it always is. It's always a hard-fought battle. And, this time we come out on the bad side of it. But, we really, like you talked about, needed this win maybe to up our playoff hopes as far as moving up a seed.
Well, and the positioning. If you end up in that 8 seed, you're probably going to Jacksonville to face the top seed, the Reigns Vikings, and that's not going to be easy. Nah. If you stay in the 7 seed, we would, and everything stays the same, we'd be on the road for a rematch with Godby, and I'd like another crack at them.
Yeah, we'll take another shot at Godby. Yeah,
we could possibly win that.
Possibly should have won anyway.
Yeah. I think so, but Godby finished undefeated in the district, so you got to give those Cougars credit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, the first weekend in December means Christmas on the Square, a hometown holiday tradition, this year celebrating 40 years. The event this year, Thursday, December 5th through Saturday the 7th. And don't miss that lighted Christmas parade, Saturday, December 7th in downtown Live Oak. That event will be broadcast live and then available for you to watch anytime right here on rivercountrysports.com. All right, let me check my schedule. We have... All right, let's take a timeout here. We'll be back to wrap up things right after this timeout. It's Bulldog Football on rivercountrysports.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Now is the perfect time to earn a career in a year with River Oak Technical College. With over 19 career and technical education programs to choose from, River Oak provides high-quality instruction, hands-on learning, and support every step of the way. Get the training you need to earn industry-recognized credentials and licensures and launch a high-wage career right here in your community. From academic and financial advisement to personalized mentoring and coaching, River Oak is dedicated to helping you succeed without breaking the bank. Join us at River Oak Technical College, where we grow futures.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah! Plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com. I've got a basketball schedule here, by the way. The Suwannee basketball season will open up on November 19th, and that'll be a home ball game against Tallahassee Lincoln, which will come over to the gymnasium. Suwannee basketball beginning November 19th, home game against Lincoln. So good luck to the Cagers of Suwannee High Schools. They begin their season. Also, soccer is getting ready to start at the end of the month. Actually, I think they've got a game. They've already got underway, actually, as I look closer at this soccer season. So the boys and girls schedules are out for Suwannee soccer. And River Country Sports is planning its 2025 broadcast season. We plan to broadcast sports other than football in the new year. And we are looking for input from Dog Nation as to what you'd like to see on the channel. And, of course, we're looking for sponsors. So please contact us in person via social media, or you can always email us, rivercountrysports@gmail.com. Local sports and more. That's rivercountrysports.com. Well, Andy, final thoughts on tonight's hard-fought game. Unfortunately, we come up short.
Well, you're always just a little bit deflated. You know, you had a couple of games, a winning streak coming in here and hoping for the best. And I thought we gave it all that we could. Yeah. You know, they came up with more big plays than we did. And it's the way it ended up. But I tell you what, hats off to this Suwannee Bulldog football team and to the coaches, all the fans, and all involved in it. And hopefully we'll get that first win in the playoff.
Yeah, let's hope so. And that's the second season. Everybody's going to be 0-0 after that. So this has been fun in the regular season, but that started new. And I tell you what, the Dogs, they fight to the bitter end, so that gives you hope.
Oh, yeah, it gives you a great bit of hope. Some people, just talking to them at the first of the season, they were going, we may win one game.
Yeah.
Well, I think this offense, the coaches, the players themselves have done a great job, even though we have lost numerous running backs and players.
A lot of injuries.
We have put things together and pretty admirable team.
Yeah, it is. Hats off. Hard fought. Wakulla wins this game 28-21. We apologize again for not being able to bring you video, but that was a Wakulla ruling. They wouldn't allow us to do it over here for whatever reason. You can call and ask. I don't understand it, but we were happy to be able to bring you the audio broadcast anyway. And I'd like to thank Rivers Martinez. He's been keeping us on the air, keeping us straight here tonight. For Andy Day, I'm Wayne Luttrell. Also, thank you to Clifford, who is keeping things straight back at the home front. And thanks to Tammy and Dusty and Sawyer. They made the trip over here for no reason and then had to go back. But we appreciate the whole crew. And hopefully we'll be back together in the playoffs to bring you video and audio here on rivercountrysports.com.
Amen.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Back to wrap things up after this timeout. I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast on rivercountrysports.com.
Do you have a valuable garment that requires professional and quality dry cleaning? Your jeans need heavy starch, your slacks need hemming, or your wedding gown needs preserving? Hop on over to one of the 5 convenient locations, Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town & Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaner locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-thru to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly and knowledgeable staff member. When you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. As always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of the 5 locations today to ensure you are dressed to impress.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com. No worries, that was just a shed.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning, We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on the riverofcountrysports.com.
Suwannee High Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Brought to you in part by Bean Painting, Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak, Morgan Tree and Debris, Wes Haney Chevrolet, Live Oak Jewelry, Rapid Fiber Internet, Bennett's Glass Company, Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency, J&W Automotive, River Oak Technical College, Suwannee Parks and Recreation, Papa John's, Beef O'Brady's, the UPS Store, Roundtree Moore Ford, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, Pool Realty, Corbett's Mobile Home Center, Howard Street Dry Cleaners Incorporated, and Live Oak Pest Control. Your River Country sports team, our technical advisor, Tammy Neal, the streaming producer, Clifford Gwynn, our field director, Sawyer Brooks, our technical director, Rivers Martinez. The cameras were operated by Dusty Morgan and Lucy Roberts. For Andy Day, I'm Wayne Luttrell. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Suwannee Bulldog football here on River Country.